A lot to happen in the next couple hours.
Yes, I'm excited to learn.
So this ought to be terrifying and fun, but you have gotten to
The end
the
boss.
safe box.
Yeah.
You've gotten down to the first of the concerts. You now have the big gig.
The canyon.
And
Dakotas.
the Dakotas. It's not a canyon, it's a place, but it's an outdoor. Dakotas was, and you'll love this, it was essentially a really large truck stop area and truck repair place. So, you'll feel at home. As a nomad, you know about Dakotas.
Hell yeah.
And
It's a sacred site.
Yeah.
A sacred place for the Nomad.
But
there's
where we left, though, the individual in the gray suit was going to shoot Thor, right? Or did I misinterpret that?
no.
Oh, no.
No,
I thought they were fucking.
He was,
No, he specifically said they weren't.
Yeah, but
as far as Thor knew.
as far as
Of course, Thor might be lying to you. I don't know. I mean,
Wow. I would take
I-
his Jasmine and Silk Road would take his word at face value. This is our great
you
problem.
know
They were
Thor,
having
yeah.
sex.
No, I think Silk is like, oh, they probably weren't having sex. Like,
Yeah, well,
I said they weren't.
this guy doesn't look like, they don't look like the sort that would essentially deign to hang out with Thor on
They're
that
like
level.
angels.
Yeah,
Yeah,
fallen
so
angels.
they weren't.
Yeah.
See, you're wrong.
I didn't say they weren't. I just said they were like fallen angels. They wouldn't have to deign, But if
But they might
Thor's-
dang. They might dang.
Yeah, if
Some days
if you're a
you
fallen
dang, some
angel,
days
you gotta
don't.
fall.
You gotta dang something.
We lost her. She's going down now.
She's going to an internal place.
I have to meditate,
Meditate.
sometimes with you, Jerry. I sometimes have to meditate and calm myself down and be like,
I'm
don't
starting
give
to
him the
see-
look where I'm like,
It feels right.
Yeah.
That's our
Okay.
dynamic. All right, now
Shall we hit it?
hook me up.
Okay, so you back into the garage. The black suit watches carefully, closes the doors, and looks over at gray suit. They kind of nod. There's a really, really quick information transfer, and then black suit walks back out, and they get in the AV, and you hear the howl of the turbines going off, jet engines, and from moments a blast of hot air, and the AV lifts up and out. So there you are.
Out of here.
One left.
They're out of here. Peace out. Except that the gray suit is still there.
The gray suit remains.
Yes,
Oh.
the person in the gray suit is still there. They are actually standing right behind Thor. There's a sense of alertness going on, but not necessarily about Thor. I think he's probably dismissed Thor as being, he's about as bright as the dog. Okay.
They're roughly at that level.
Is there like a streetwise? Can we assess this?
human perception, for
Human
sure.
Human
perception.
perception.
Yeah, this is not streetwise. This is
Okay,
not found on the street.
Okay, human perception.
Not good at that.
Yeah, you can hit it.
Like,
Yeah, go for it.
What's this situation?
My parents went away on a week's vacation.
Did they leave the keys to the brand new?
Okay, what'd you get?
15.
Would they mind?
Okay, so what you've picked up is after the disaster of the last club, and the riot partially burned down now, you basically have a bodyguard minder to help you who is a combat god. Because Mr. Edge has decided that you guys probably need some help.
We're squishy.
Yeah.
You're squishy. And, you're not going to get unsquishy fast enough.
Yeah.
So, since you guys are not combat guys, there's now somebody who can deal with it.
It's a guardian angel.
It's a guardian angel. And yes, an angel, a fallen guardian angel.
Yeah.
I think Silk doesn't even register any of the awkwardness of this. It goes straight up to the person in the gray suit is like, thank you so much for saving my life back there. I would, thank you. That's it.
He looks down, smiles, and says, "Donata."
Feels good to have you around, I feel safer.
He's not going to say anything.
That's fine. I just keep digging.
Yeah.
You just keep getting down and down.
When was the last time you were like, a tongue-tied young girl in high school? Because this is how you sound right now.
No, that's what's happening. This
Plug
person's
this
very
dog.
hot.
Oh yeah. Can I?
This
can I
is
poke around
happening.
in my
Can I
dog's
plug my-
Yeah.
can I
rear
plug-
end?
Okay. You run a cable over. There's a generator area.
Okay.
and a big switchboard sort of arrangement where they're channeling power in.
I said it for dog.
A
Yeah,
dog.
please hurry.
Yeah, dog level.
Yeah. Click.
Yeah, I got that.
Tank.
Right.
Dog.
Dog.
You know, a little bit higher.
Just little
Godzilla.
icons.
Doggo won't stop yapping. Can we?
Yeah.
can we
We're
get
Okay.
it?
ready to go. Dog.
Okay, so he rummages around, Thor rummages around, pulls out a connector that is vaguely disturbing.
Oh, I can only imagine.
Well, I mean, it's a plug and a plug. So,
yeah, for
and he clicks everything together and he goes, okay, so
That's a long plug.
what do we have to plug in here? You said something about a dog?
Yeah, I show him where my dog is lying
Okay.
in the back of the truck.
Okay, so you find your dog in the back of the truck. It's lying there. It's obviously, it's not cooling at least, but it's gone.
Yeah.
And he goes, wow, what do you feed him?
Beef stick.
Yeah. Slime.
Must be a
Slime stick?
heck of a beef stick.
Oh,
All,
yeah.
all we had is slime stick. I didn't really know what to do.
Slime stick. Okay. Well, yeah, you know, a dog's a real responsibility, he says.
Thor starts lecturing.
Thor, listen, buddy, I don't need this right now.
I know, you need to have your dog jacked. Okay,
It's been
so
a crazy couple
Yeah.
days, Thor.
Thor goes over and he, you know, raises the back end of
Lifts
your
the tail.
yeah, your
Cyberpunk.
dog doesn't actually have a long tail. It has one of those little pug tails.
Oh, it's like a
Yeah, it's a little
Yeah.
knob. And he doesn't have to raise anything. But he runs real quickly and he looks and he says, okay, right. And remember I said the dog doesn't poop. So that aperture is there for the plug.
Yeah. Okay.
Which could have been anywhere.
Absolutely.
And yes.
And this
Yeah,
this
could
is
be
how
on the
I
side.
feel
Could
too.
have
I,
been.
makes sense to
Could
go
have
there,
been
though.
anywhere on this
Top of the
dog.
head.
No, the dog backs into its kennel,
Yeah,
gets
like,
plugged
it
in,
right
It's
there.
about
and
the
it's
product.
ready. And
It's
it's ready.
about okay.
Yeah,
it's
it's
about
ready
the
to
product,
He's
right?
thought of all
Yeah.
of it.
I
The
take
dog
it back.
basically gets
I take it back.
going.
This was well thought out.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
More than you'll
it's very
ever know.
detailed.
Gets out the plug, plugs it into your dog, and the back end of your dog turns it's
erupts.
like a ring, and the ring goes red.
Oh no! God damn it!
I have
And
a red ring on my dog.
you have a red ring, and your dog's out of charge.
Okay.
Okay, if you'd bother to go back and look,
Yeah.
you would have noticed that. Yeah, at any rate, he
Does it
plugs
turn
your
yellow
dog
like
in,
20%?
So yeah.
and he goes back and fiddles a bit with the power boxes, and says, "Yeah, usually he's going into a nuclear electric kind of thing. You know, they have these batteries that are powered by nuclear fission, and you put them in."
For a
And
dog?
the heat that runs the dog, he's probably part of a number of dogs they have.
Oh, that could be a
So
system.
they won't even miss him.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Dog? What
Down
dog?
one dog. Yeah.
Okay.
Dog
So
support.
your dog is now doing kind of what your phone might do, which is that his butt is flashing.
Okay.
It's red. And he says when it turns green, he should be good to go.
I just keep an eye on my dog's butthole.
Okay. So
Eyes on the prize.
you are now
Surprise, yeah. I'm just
in
locked on.
Thor's. Yeah, you're in Thor's garage, and Thor's standing there, and he kind of feels a little cold because he was asleep when the man in gray the person in gray showed
Yeah.
up, and thinks to himself, "Yeah, I better go put some clothes on." And he goes out and gets an incredibly ratty old coverall that has
I've seen
holes
this before.
everywhere, and you
I
felt
made
like,
that hole. That was me.
"Yeah, I don't want to know." Yeah, because then I have to tell somebody about it.
It's an incursion.
Yeah. Okay. And he's puts on some clothes and he comes back and he says, "I'm really sorry about what happened the other night. We did break up."
We did.
And
I'm
she
not
was-
mad.
And she was like, "Oh, you're not?"
Well, I'm mad that she tried to kill me and you didn't do anything, but I'm not mad
I
that
tried, but-
you are dating somebody. Like, that makes sense.
I'm not
actually.
dating her. She just came over and we were having coffee and talking.
Well, I think she thinks maybe that you were dating her.
That was my reason.
That happens.
And
though.
while I'm having this conversation, I was like, I got a dent in Ravina, and the suspension's been a little sticky. I mean, I'll help you, obviously, but... you know.
Wow, you're a user.
yes.
Yes.
Light up. And I'm like,
Yeah, is it gonna
yes.
be? Is it gonna be a problem? No.
Is that going to be a problem?
A little bit.
Some of them
What
want to be used by you. I mean, we've heard this
There's a whole
song.
song.
Or yeah, you probably sing it. Okay.
I am
so-
reaching for that glove compartment whiskey at this point, like
Yeah.
watching.
Yeah, tune it down a
Here,
little
take
bit.
it. Okay.
Yeah. We both get a little high. We need to take the edge off a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. Now you can the work of healing can begin.
Yeah.
Okay, so he says, yeah, sure. And he goes on over and he gets out basically his bodywork hammer and tools, and he starts
I help him.
gently working on your car.
I'm talking to
It's
him.
like
while
And
we're
as you're
yeah.
working, he kind of looks up
It's
and
like an
says,
allegory for our relationship.
and he says, you really love this car, don't you?
I do, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good car.
Yeah. Unfortunately, sometimes, stuff you love doesn't work out.
Yeah. Think about that.
I think he's making
I think the
Do you
truck.
think
I think the
something
truck is a
bad's gonna
metaphor.
happen to my car?
He says, not while I'm here, no.
Oh. Well, then what do you mean? Sometimes things you love don't work out.
He kind of looks at you for a moment. He has that expression like, and I thought I was the dense one.
No. The two.
And
It's
the point is
chips
we're
in the night.
overlooking it as
Yeah.
much as we can. And he goes, oh, I got to go get a socket wrench. And
Okay.
he goes off.
I look at Arman and I'm like, did I say something bad? Is something bad gonna happen to my
I
truck?
nod like hard, like,
What?
and I'm just like, I draw the hand across. I'm like, "Shh, you gotta stop.
Stop what? What am I doing?
Don't do any more of it.
Should I just stop talking to him?
Yeah, don't say anything else. It's for the best. And I don't think he's going to interpret it in a weird way. I think that if you just stop talking altogether, he'll get the message.
That would be the first time.
Okay. Alright.
It's the right call. Trust me on this. I know people. All
Yeah,
right.
it's true. You know,
And I know this guy, right? My job is people. Just don't say anything else for the next hour.
Yeah. Just trying to let the dog get plugged in. And
Yeah, if you
be
feel
on
the
the
urge
way.
to speak or discuss or elaborate,
No, tell him how you feel. She's like drinking from her.
It's confession time. Yeah.
I think I like meet in the middle.
Senpai,
Where like
I love
I
you.
tell him how I feel, but I also don't say anything, and I just like while he's like going to get a socket wrench, I just like put my hand on his shoulder, like there, like
He flinches just a little bit. And
yeah,
then,
painfully.
yeah, and then he kind of looks back. And you can kind of see there's a war going on
Within.
within. Because, yeah, you did hurt him.
yeah.
And you kind of realize that much like a dog, you have to explain to your dog, and your dog still doesn't understand.
Yeah.
Why did you kick me, man? I
Yeah,
was just
there's
trying
no-
to bring you a bone.
There's no value.
And I ruffle his hair
And a
little
dead,
bit.
whatever. So, you're going to actually ruffle his hair.
Yeah, I ruffle
Yeah,
his
he's
hair a
gonna
little bit.
push your hand away.
It's like, oh shit, dude, I didn't know it was like that. Whoa.
I
He
also
I got, and he
audibly
says, and he
gasped in-
he pushes your hand away, and he says, I got to go do some stuff in the car.
Yeah, he just
and he
keeps,
walks away.
He's always finding these excuses.
And I turn around to Arman and I'm like,
You use non-verbal communication.
that's a communication.
Yeah.
I just like awkwardly go and stand next to the
Yeah.
person in the gray suit.
This is what I've been trying to
Okay.
set up the whole time.
I'm just like,
He says,
Make friends with somebody else.
he says basically after a couple moments, you look like you need something.
yeah, I do. I've been kind of put through the ringer today.
He says, afraid I don't do drugs.
No, that's not.
Otherwise,
no.
I would give you some, but
No.
my partner does.
You seem like a fucking junkie, and so
I'm like
She's got the twitch.
Cup of, a cup of calf and a slice of pie. I didn't. Yeah.
so they're calling pie. I think that's necroamphetamines.
And he says, boyfriend or old boyfriend? And he looks again, he says, old boyfriend.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So the gray suit says, well, you could play it a couple ways. You could get back together with him and break his heart again. But this time you would probably be cured of you. You
Real
could.
wisdom.
Dude, I was just going to say ancient wisdom. The wisdom of heaven.
He's a fallen angel. He says you could maybe hook up with, and he doesn't point, but he looks down towards Dogboy, and he says you could hook up with somebody in your band and make it obvious.
I'm just staring at my dog's butthole crying.
Yeah.
You're waiting for it to change color.
Nova's looking over,
Dude,
and then between,
I think we're in torment.
This is the first time I'm seeing you. He's crying at a dog's butthole. This whole conversation's happening. I've got this bottle of whiskey. Like, what's your deal anyway? Who are you? What's your thing?
Okay. They look at you for a few seconds. Go. I kill things. Big, small. It's a job.
I like a brief description. Okay.
Yeah, what-
So
huge thank
not
you.
us
get
though,
paid
right?
well for
Not
it.
us.
No one's told me to.
See?
That's nice.
Off to a good start.
All right.
Okay.
We love this angle.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
What
I
part of
get it.
solo
I get
didn't
it
you
now.
understand?
I get it now.
Walks over towards you. They project kind of a pleasing musky scent.
Yeah,
Whoa.
I mean, everything about
And
this thing
this-
is engineered. Like,
And yeah, you just
Damn.
realize this person has been built to be amazingly hot to either sex or anything in between that happens to need
no,
to get plucked.
this is a scary creature
Okay.
to me.
Yeah.
You smell amazing, first of all.
Yeah.
Second of all,
Very, very tiny smile.
Just lead out with that. Also, smelling great. Wow.
smelling great.
Yeah,
Off to a
thanks.
great start.
You like that?
Not here to kill us. That's
Full
the
projector,
second great thing. 3, you're easy to look at. I like that.
He says you're kind of repeating yourself.
You're in the loop.
I start counting on my fingers like the things I've been like. Did I really?
They're kind of looking at both of you guys a little bit askance, like, okay,
What does Mr.
I'm
Edge
used to
call
it.
you?
Oh,
What does Mr. Edge call you?
Yeah.
Oh,
What's your name?
That's what we want to know.
Adam Gray.
Adam Gray. Is it okay if, like, I also call you that? Mr. Gray, Miss Mix
Call me
Gray?
See, I was
Adam.
hoping.
Adam. Okay.
Oh. Just wanted to, Because Mr. Edge likes when I call him Mr. Edge. I want to.
Yeah, but that's because he's the boss.
Yeah.
These guys just keeping you alive. You're not the boss.
No.
You're just-
I have
you're just
no delus
targets.
about being the boss, you know?
I feel like it's important, obviously, as the manager. I gotta invent, create, nurture, tune, and prune my relationship with each member of the band.
Is that what you do?
And now the therapy session is
That's-
over. And
Yeah, so I'm just gonna go and sit with Jam Darkmagic
I don't
And
think
just-
my dog's okay, man.
and just look at the. We're just gonna look at the whole together. I want to be
still
there.
flashing green.
I want to be there when it goes. Is it still red, right?
Yeah, still flashing red,
It's still
not
red,
green.
man.
I'm saying I want to be here when it goes yellow. You know what I mean? I want to share that moment.
Oh God! Yes, it will not. It'll actually go red. There's no yellow phase. This
yeah,
dog
yeah.
is
Okay.
never.
We
This
didn't
dog
know
is
if it's
never
like a
half
below
cocked.
20%.
But yeah, but I don't know that
Do you think it's
Yeah.
in there right? Like, do you think it's put in right, the charger?
the charging the little aperture here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I see- I see-
Sometimes
I
you can
can-
plug the phone in and it doesn't charge. Like, what if...
Well, no, that's absolutely
it's like
the
a
case.
C cable, though.
Yeah,
There's only one way to put it
okay.
in.
Well, it could be a situation where it's like because they need to get blown out sometimes. You know what I mean?
Dogs?
Yeah.
Well, any type
Oh.
of technology.
Yeah.
It could be dusty
Okay.
in there. I don't know.
I blow into the dog's butt.
There's a long
what you meant?
silence. Yeah.
not a game
Everybody in the room
cartridge.
stops and looks at you.
No, I pull him back. I say, no. I just, I'm being euphemistic. Just come back here. I say, listen, you and I, we're going to sit. We're going to look at this.
Okay.
I have it on good authority, but I know a lot about these types of animals.
Thor is really reliable, man.
Yeah. He knows.
Yeah.
I don't think it's his first
He's
time.
got
Do you see what he
top-notch
did?
shit. Did you see
Yeah.
this whole? Yeah.
This is not his first time
He didn't
doing this.
plug in
You
the
think this
wrong
is the
one.
first time
Okay.
he's
Like,
had to
it's-
resuscitate a dog's butthole?
It's
I'm just
probably
nervous,
not
I
the
guess.
right voltage.
I've
to
never
it.
had a dog
How
before.
often? Yes.
Thor
How
would never
often? Yeah, to
short circuit your dog's
resuscitate it.
ass.
Okay.
Anyway,
this game
now.
takes me to strange places, guy.
Any
Never
second
30
now.
years ago imagined.
Yeah, it's going to a new place.
Yeah.
I say, listen, I'm going to be here with you. We're both going to watch this. We're going to watch it ripen.
Like a sunrise.
Yes, we're gonna be there together when this thing changes.
And when the green comes up,
That's right.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna get him a cup of coffee, just bring it down to put a blankie over his.
Yeah, I can't sleep as long as it's red.
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay, so you guys are basically sitting there
Yeah.
on the edge of the truck bed.
We're watching it like television.
Yeah. So, this your first time?
We're completely focused
Okay.
on that zone.
And what are you doing besides getting drunk?
I mean, I'm here in this dog situation.
Too
because
close?
Obviously.
Are you?
Oh,
I've
it's
got
for the best.
Doggo.
It's for the best.
I need
actually.
Doggo to be okay.
And Doggo is fine.
Yeah.
because Doggo is mostly meat. And Doggo also feels happier being near his friend Brutus.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it's got to be a range.
Exactly. So I want the first thing that Brutus sees when he comes to is Doggo.
Exactly.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Sorry.
No,
I know,
that's
but like you're
beautiful,
kind of
and
situated in
I overheard you telling them that. I was like, it's beautiful.
Yeah, it's a thing of beauty. Yeah.
I'm also going to
It
be
never
pulling
fades
up.
away.
I want to pull up like a nice 3D diorama.
Of the dog?
Well, no, I know about them. I know things about these dogs in great detail.
That's not part of your job description.
Exactly right. Specifically the Dakotas. I just want to get a sense of this new venue.
Okay.
So
You're
does
playing
it a huge
Dakota.
surprise?
Okay. Dakota is basically a truck stop, one major building, a smaller outbuilding, and a parking lot that looks like about 5 acres of just asphalt.
Right.
It's slightly cracked in places towards the edge.
Sure.
Not bad. You know, you got your occasional tumbleweed because it is out in the Badlands.
Absolutely.
It also has a electrical power conduit coming in from one of the substations. In the past, that conduit has come down and caused a major fire because it's got an ungodly amount of voltage in it.
Yeah.
And fire did get put out, but there remains a line of charred black going off towards the horizon. Basically towards, you see a metal pole about 150 feet tall. Stuff sticking out of it, and the big cables going in and then out the other side towards the city.
Right.
And the charred area goes all the way to the foot of that. And figure that means it couldn't have been that long ago. Beyond that, because remember, you're looking at a satellite photo,
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
not there.
It's Orehead.
Yeah. So beyond that, the only other thing that you're getting out of it is that there is a signs that there are vehicles that have moved into that look like trucks.
Oh, some recent.
Yeah. You're getting like the last satellite pass over, basically.
Yeah, this is the freshest data we have.
Yeah. Okay. So it looks like, they're trucks lugging stuff in.
Yeah, they're prepping for this event.
Yeah, exactly.
And we're seeing it from the top, so I can't really pick up any logos or anything.
No,
Yeah.
top. No, there's no AVs. There's you don't see the black vehicles that you expect
Yeah,
to see.
no weird blurs in the shots.
Yeah, it's all pretty straightforward. If you wait a little bit longer, probably about an hour or so, you'll probably get an update as the sat passes over.
I'll just set it up. I'll set a reminder
Okay.
to ping me here in a second.
Okay, sounds good. All right then. So that's what you're doing, gathering
Yeah.
data.
Feels good.
What are you doing?
I'm writing new songs for
Okay.
our.
No,
Yeah.
I love it. It's good. I love it.
Okay, sounds good. So write me the song. Write down what you want to say. You don't have to exactly make it rhyme, but the kind of basic.
Yeah.
I'm
Come get
talking
it.
about love, and I'm talking about cats, and I'm
Talking about dogs and like I'm writing a song for
Inspiration all
Jared
around us.
about their bond.
dogs.
Yeah.
Dogs love you no matter how much of a jerk you are, et cetera, et cetera. Okay, so
Powerful.
I'm doing it for you. You go do it. You're
Powerful
smart.
concept. Now, I do have a concept.
You guys can work together on
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
You want us to actually?
Oh, no.
He's not fucking around.
It's just the themes. It's just the themes. Now,
Okay.
What do you think? This is what I was thinking.
You guys wanted cyberpunk? You're getting cyberpunk hardcore.
Yeah. Here.
You're lucky. Usually with some of my players, I will literally lean over the table like I have a weapon and say, so what are you doing?
Oh, no, I believe that this happened in real life. What I'm saying is that, what if we start...
What's our set? How many songs?
This is what I'm talking about. I mean, for this, historically, it seems it gets done according to like a 3-act structure.
Okay.
So here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that we actually have, like, in our 3 songs,
Okay.
What are you doing?
right?
I think I'm working on the car's suspension
Okay.
with Thor quietly, kind of like weighing the options that Adam put in front of me.
Okay.
But I'm just like helping him fix the car because I think
Okay.
You
I think
the Maelstrom guys replaced the glass, but not any of
He didn't replace
Cosmetic
any
damage.
of
the body
stuff.
work.
Yeah, he did some of the body work. Thor was doing body work on it. Thor appears to be kind of avoiding you.
Yeah, I'm just putting myself in his presence. I'm not touching him. I'm not doing anything. I'm just very
You're
quietly
using
like.
the Arman Drang method.
Well, I don't. Well, he said
That
I was a
kind of-
user, and so I think it's like, in her mind, it's like, no, we're a team.
Yeah.
We're crew. We're both two blue collar people who love cars. So I don't know. I kind of remind him how we became friends in the first place, which was like working.
I
on
wouldn't
my
do
car.
that.
Oh.
Okay.
Not that. I
Okay.
mean, like how
All
we
right.
met each other.
That makes more
You
sense.
remember the first time we?
No.
Kill.
I like to think that Thor and I were friends before anything ever happened, and so
Sure.
You
Well-
would have overlapped just in the in terms of the car.
You would have been kind of like you got interested in cars, but you came in and Thor's magic worked itself upon
Yeah.
you. Yeah. Remember, you understand. Thor has no sense of this.
yeah.
You know,
So
he's.
is the zone of Night City we're in right now the friend zone?
I don't believe it. Never seen it. At any rate, the upshot is that you understand that he might have fallen for you, but you didn't think it was that serious because
I didn't.
You know,
No.
you had all kinds of other interests that popped in and out,
Yeah.
and you know most of them now buried in the landfill outside of his garage. But you don't know that.
Yeah.
Kidding.
I think what I
Not
do
kidding too hard.
is I do kind of go out of my way to almost draw attention to the fact that next to like my mala and all this other stuff on the dashboard, like I pop over the door. I'm like, do you mind just like taking a look because this door has kind of been sticking ever since it got slammed.
Okay.
But inside is a picture of me and Thor together that I keep.
Oh.
Shit. Oh no!
Oh.
Or like like I keep it there, and I just like, do you mind taking a look at this door? It's been sticking since
This poor bastard.
Jam slammed it.
Yeah,
you
just
know?
like messing with it.
Really?
No. It's just,
Oh my god, yeah. Twist a knife.
Jasmine, I am never dating you.
No, I think to her it's like Silk Road's weird. I think to her it's like, you know, sometimes life is a road, and
Sometimes things don't work out.
things don't work out. But that doesn't mean it wasn't good while it was there. It doesn't mean it can't be good again. Life is a road.
So can it be good again?
You just
Absolutely
gotta,
not.
you just gotta
It's
keep
not
moving.
possible.
You just gotta
It's
keep
over,
moving.
man.
You gotta
Never.
keep rolling. You know.
It's inconceivable. It's
And I get that doesn't
I'm sure you
align with
understand
you
me,
Night
that
City
works.
kids, but I think like for this Badlands girl, this Nomad girl, I think she's like, yeah, things happen. People come in and out of your life, like
I think that for
like
her,
road
that's
signs,
the
you know?
expectation.
Yeah.
You're kind of the flip side of Rogue and Johnny, is what we're saying.
Yes.
Yeah, you know, I'm going to Night City now, babe. What?
Yeah, I think she's like, I don't hate you, and you know, like I don't think you should hate me, and you know, like yeah, we might love each other again, and, you know,
But to
like,
some extent, you're a little bit like Johnny coming back and going, I really need your help, Rogue, to go rescue
Yes.
my current girlfriend.
yes, yeah.
Rough stuff.
Yeah, I mean, that was
Yeah.
harsh. Okay, he looks troubled, and he looks when he sees the picture on the dash, and he almost looks like he's tearing up. And he looks back at you, and he says, I didn't want to do it.
Didn't want to do what?
I think he may be compromised.
But you were never coming back.
What are you
You
talking?
were never coming back. And they told me that.
What's going on? What's going on?
And look, I know you're never going to take me seriously with all those rock and rollers you hang out with.
They're talent.
Yeah, they're gross. Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah, talent.
There's nothing happening there.
Stop it! I don't want to hear it, man. He slams a hand against the dashboard, and you realize that, besides being, ripped like a son of a gun, he's also pretty strong.
Yeah.
And he says, I got to think about this. And he gets up and he pulls himself out of your car and he walks out into the street, and the cold wind, wearing pretty much what's left of his coverall, and he just stands with his hands in his pockets.
I give him a space.
Yeah, this is correct, I think.
I think I just sheepishly get behind the wheel. I sit cross-legged like I always do. Play my music.
And he looks back at you from the street, wind blows by, and he turns and he walks away.
That's fine.
Into the street and up
Big-
the block.
Big savings for us.
And about that time, the black cars start showing up.
He's just getting out of there.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to see what goes down.
Wait, I'm just
You
gonna.
have been betrayed.
Sold out. Yeah.
Here, I say, hang on a second. Hey,
Turnabout is fair play.
No, it is. And that's why I said, that's why I'm sitting behind the driver's wheel cross-legged. Probably should have warned the party, but is still in disbelief that this happened. Because like I said, she has very little understanding of what has happened.
Sure, but your eye is always on that rear view.
Yeah.
Right.
And so I'm
Right now
sitting
you see a bunch of
cross-legged
people-
in the driver's seat,
Yeah.
ready to run. But I'm also just how am I going to explain this to my employers? And just nervously fiddling with the wheel, hoping that you're seeing what's going down outside the freaking shutter.
Well, all you've heard is basically, there was some loud raised voices, a thump as he hit the console, and then the door closes. But he didn't slam it, he just closed the door, and he walks out. But you're not going to see that because you're in the back. Mm-hmm. Okay, so he has now walked out, and he's effectively walked out into the cold and, the dark to not be there when
this next
the
part
bad
happens.
guys come on.
While I'm back here with,
There should be music playing here,
Yeah, there is.
and I'm here with Jam, where obviously we have a very specific thing we're doing.
And I'm literally writing a song, so maybe there is.
Could be music. There probably is.
There's got to be music.
There is music.
We're already working on it.
Yeah.
And I want you to know I'm completely focused on this task. What we're doing right now. What we're doing right now is important.
I appreciate that.
And in my mind, I'm furiously texting.
Okay.
Over to Silk. This is her you good?
No.
There was a whump. I heard whumping.
Yeah. I messed up, and now we might die.
And then I just say, again? So I'm gonna stand up and go over to the truck just so I can see this. Then I look over to the left, and I see a multiple ranks of jet black vehicles, and
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna close the garage door.
Feels good, man.
Okay.
See down there, and it's oh, okay. Let's give ourselves a
Problem
couple. Give
solved.
her. You know what? If I can't see it, give ourselves a couple extra seconds. Hit the button.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, gang. Does Thor have a bunker?
I hope so.
This is a mournful song.
Here it is. This is a mournful tune that's being played. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
It's kind of
As
bouncing.
you're kind of spacing in your
made
feelings.
him feel bad.
Yeah.
You're selling me out. He didn't feel bad until he saw that picture.
Yeah.
And then he felt like shit. So I feel like we got a warning from my asshole play.
But you're basically creating the soundtrack for these feelings.
Oh yeah. This is the soundtrack to the fields.
I'm trying to find a bright side. That's a great song, Trying to Find a Bright Side.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I'm closing the garage door. It's
Okay.
don't
I needed some walking off
Yeah.
the sunset music.
no, absolutely.
Yeah.
So I hit the button. It's coming down.
Okay.
They're watching you under this.
Yeah.
And you notice that the doors to the various large black vehicles are opening, people are getting out, and you close the door. You're now inside the garage.
Everything's fine.
Yeah, that's good. We got a few more seconds here.
I also say
Okay.
that's why I don't call ahead.
Yeah, I mean it makes sense.
Yeah.
It makes sense now. Now that I hear you say it,
Yeah.
that's actually a super
I
good
never
idea.
call
But-
ahead.
You called hit.
Yeah, I called it.
Yeah.
I mean that's
Yep.
That's the
I
subtext.
took note of that because
Yeah,
I'm
that's
an
the
evil
subtext.
human being.
well, worse things have happened.
So really, we should be mad at Arman.
Yeah.
Again,
I'm going through a lot right now. I feel sad. Like, we got betrayed, but also, like, damn.
yeah.
You didn't
I've
think you
never-
hurt him that so bad that he was betrayed.
I've never hurt somebody like that, you know?
Well,
Silk has never
now
hurt
you
somebody
have.
like
You're
that.
not conscious of it. Yeah, now it's different.
Hey, friend. Doing okay?
We're gonna die.
You want the cocaine?
You know what?
I know how much you love cocaine.
It's like you love
Oh,
cocaine.
cocaine can help me.
Well, it can't.
Just a little
But
bump in these
no.
trying times?
no one has ever. Nothing bad has ever happened from using cocaine, and I think that
The door side, remember the roll-up door? The door roll-up side opens suddenly, and you see Thor standing there, lit by essentially the headlights of all the other vehicles,
Thor came back, dude.
and he says, "I'm sorry, I couldn't do it. I'm sorry. You gotta get." And there's a gunshot.
No, no, no.
What is this game?
No.
No!
I'll pay for your therapy
No.
Why would you do this? Why would he come back? He left!
because he loves you, and you wrecked his life.
Yeah. Wicked behavior. No, it is what it is.
The
Like,
audience is now looking at this.
You
going,
were pulling this trigger. If you
Cocaine?
think about it.
Mike,
Is that too much?
Oh, and by the way, your dog's butthole is green.
Hey.
Hey!
Things aren't all that bad?
You're having these interactions. Oh, hey, my dog's
My
back.
dog's back. I mean, if you think about it, it's kind of like you're the one pulling the trigger. Hey, my dog's butt.
No, look. It's lit up. All right.
And meanwhile, yeah, Thor basically topples, crumbles to the floor, and falls out as far as looks dead. One hand reaching out towards you.
Oh, God. I
Okay.
think I tried to go for him.
No, and I
From
think,
the driver's seat.
but I'll be very surprised if Adam Gray allows you to do that. I think that's where it's going to get interesting. You're going to try to be human about this, and then the person who is paid, like our
To make sure that
guardian angel,
Yeah.
who wants to make sure we get on stage on time, might have different ideas.
He might not be dead.
There's no way he's dead. Love itself would keep him alive, and also we got all kinds of crazy shit we can pull. It's 2077.
Maybe we could plug him back in.
We'll plug him in.
the dog.
Yeah, I'm saying the dog doesn't
The
need
dog's
cable
done.
anymore.
Bring Thor over here.
We got this.
I assume it's in the same.
Yeah,
I'd rather die.
Right?
Same location.
Roughly the same. It's probably the same voltage.
He'll,
Yeah.
oh, he'll wake up. Yeah, he'll wake up.
Or he's dead. We're gonna
Immediately.
find out.
Yeah. Okay.
No. So you basically pop the door open and make a run for it.
Okay.
It's
What
amazing.
are you doing? Are you going to leave?
No, I just want to see if he's okay
get him-
to drag
get him
him
in
to
here.
safety.
So
Yeah.
you're running towards him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's lying in a pool of blood.
Oh,
He's gonna
God.
come in here.
Yep.
Yeah, they shot him in the back.
Yeah, I try to drag him inside.
Human
cover.
perception, you, and you've been on the street. You three of you.
I'm really bad.
You're
at
busy
human.
looking at the dog's butt.
Get my dog
focused.
back up.
18.
18. Oh, yeah.
Human perception. For
This
me.
was ugly. They basically let him run in.
Oh, yeah.
And they shot him in the back, so he's bleeding out, not dead,
Yeah, it's 18.
so that you would break cover
Right.
Yeah.
and make things easy.
Oh, shit.
This is why this is a hard city.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a rough place for sure. That said, I mean, I'll be curious how close you're even allowed to get to this door. I mean, luckily we have a dog and we have a guardian angel, which can hopefully help us with
Well-
this. But there isn't another exit from the garage, right?
What you have is a roll-up door,
Yeah.
and you have one of those smaller side doors that are like an office open metal door. And he just came into the open metal door and got shot coming through the metal door.
So we are in a trap, essentially.
You're in a trap. And by the way, all the lights go out.
No, come on now.
No.
Get in the submarine.
I have.
The submarine is back to the other
Okay,
place.
yeah,
I mean,
that's
I
in our
can-
other cavernous
I
room.
can see in the dark. I have.
He doesn't have a
Karoshi.
cabin square. It's a garage. It's not much bigger than this.
Just
Yeah.
a garage.
Am I the only one that has? I have Karoshi cyber optics. I can see perfectly in low light and dark conditions.
No, I think that is a personal investment that
Yeah,
you
I don't
have
have
made.
that.
Yes.
You guys
Oh yeah,
have it?
nighttime
I do not
driving.
have that.
Sometimes you gotta drive with your headlights off.
You're staring. You're
that makes
staring
sense.
at the body
Yeah.
of Thor that you laid low. And sorry, I'm rubbing it
God.
in. Okay, you're staring at the body of Thor, trying to decide where you're going to go, and you see Adam Gray slide in the dark to the door, and he kind of flexes, and you can almost see like the regret. I'm about to wreck a really good suit jacket, as stuff basically and
Erupts.
and he basically slides past Thor's body, going low.
Okay.
Okay,
This is good.
he's buying you time.
He's buying me time. Yeah.
Okay,
Bro move,
use
honestly.
it
Yeah.
with his job.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's sliding out, and I need to know now what everybody wants to do. You decide you look at your dog's butthole.
We should start at this end.
Yeah, I got
Okay.
you. I got you.
Yeah.
I am actually. I have been in
Worst
the
situation.
well, certainly, but also the truck known as Ravina enough times to know how to turn on the floods and all the light sources on the truck.
You're gonna drive a truck?
No, I'm not going to drive the truck, but I am going to turn the headlights
So
and
you
all the
can
lights
see?
on.
Yeah.
Okay, so all the headlights go on.
it'll bounce around in
Momentarily,
here.
because you don't have anti-dazzle, you kind of go,
Oh yeah, I was gonna
that.
say my cyber
So you're
optics
now,
probably.
so now you're blind.
Yeah.
But you saw Mr. Grace basically slip out, and in some ways it worked out because when they turned all the lights off, outside of where Thor is lying was dark. They took the lights out in the block.
The whole
So he
Jesus.
slipped out into
the
that
F?
blackness. Okay, and you know that he did some stuff that kind of told you, yeah, he is pretty seriously wired up.
He's
He is
for
croned.
sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
For sure. I hope a little bit of extra light.
His suit's in shreds because of the amount of weapons that
Yeah,
unfurled.
that have emerged.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's me.
Okay, so that's what you're doing. Okay,
So we are essentially trapped in this garage.
trapped in the garage.
Yeah.
And what did you say we're?
Well, I'm just because not all of us have the type of optics that
Right.
Silk has. I basically just turned on the floods and all the lights on the truck so that it's not pitch black in
Okay,
here.
so there's a truck in the thing. I want to take
it's
cover.
it's for Venus, yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
for
yeah. I want to take cover. Guns out. Like maybe we wake up the dog.
Oh yeah, dog's getting woken up.
Yeah, it's time.
Yeah.
Yeah. You want the dog wake up?
Yes, I whisper in his dog ear, Brutus, my boy.
Okay.
And I zip up my
Bruce.
hoodie extra tight so that.
Yeah.
Bruce's
Combat
lights
mode.
go on.
Yeah.
Bruce's lights go on, and so to speak, and his eyes like he's not wearing the cyber optic. It goes, the night scope, and he pulls himself up, erect again. He unfolds the legs so he's like more of a dog size again.
Okay.
And he looks over at you, and he can't whine.
Yeah.
He can kind of subsonic roar.
I get it.
The other things, but
You feel it.
he still has a real tongue, and he licks you with it.
My precious boy, we're in trouble here.
We're in a
He-
tight spot.
We're in a tight spot, boy.
Yeah, Lassie, go get help. Okay, Brutus
Could
picks
Brutus
up.
tear through a car?
Huh?
Could Brutus tear through a car and like
With
clear us a
ease.
path?
Yeah. Brutus. Anything that wasn't a
This
heavily
one's
armored
forward as the
vehicle.
phalanx. Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of like the idea. You cut Brutus loose on an AV4.
Yeah.
I think everyone wants to see it.
Yeah, I mean, right now the
The audience is
door
going, "Come on, do it, do it, do it."
I mean, he can Kool-Aid Man through that
Yeah,
door.
that's what I think. I just don't know how much I can communicate with this dog.
Yeah, you want to be
Well,
careful.
you're
Yeah.
going, okay, boy, okay, and he knows you're worried about something.
Okay.
By now, his programming has switched to you, Master. He love you. Part of it is, unfortunately, he's probably dead now, but your tech could have told. Actually, it's right. Your tech is still there because
Yeah.
he came with you. Okay.
This time.
Yeah, he came with you because you were going to fix the car.
Yeah,
your
is there-
tech says quietly to you,
Yeah.
there's a regular dog in there, don't you?
I've always known there was a regular dog.
No, I mean,
That's the
like,
only dog I
there's
see.
there's a meat dog in there, and I think it's imprinted on you, man.
Perfect. That's great news.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
sick,
you know,
maybe?
Yeah.
having a living pet is a big responsibility.
This fucking guy.
I need a
I've heard
t-shirt.
that.
If that's the case, you should try to issue like classic pet commands.
Yeah.
But like,
Yeah.
do like an easy one to start. Like
Roll over.
Yeah. Something that won't have
I'm
disastrous
gonna
consequences.
look him in his eyes and just go, sit, boy. Crunch. Yeah.
The shots go out.
Oh God, dude, just fix those.
You're lucky you weren't underneath.
I know, I could have done
What
it.
does the current threat situation look like? Are there guys like streaming in from this door now that?
No, they're. You think, they could be waiting for you.
Yeah.
They're gonna shoot you.
No.
Or they could be planning all kinds of other nasty stuff.
Yeah. Think about everything. Think about everything that they could do. It's the future.
Yeah.
It's the dark future.
GM.
I can't see anybody to like point at. It's a
You don't have cyber optics.
No,
for
I
that.
don't.
Okay, you don't. Your dog, however, looks at you and it climbs out of the back of the car
Yeah.
or the truck and drops heavily to the ground.
I point on the other side. I point to this huge metal garage door.
And it turns around, walks around the car, and it looks at you and then looks at the door, and you can almost see it saying walkies.
Yeah,
Something like
it's
that.
time to go. Let's get us out of here, boy.
Okay. He sits down, as a matter of fact, and right above his butt, kind of just behind where the spikes would overlap, the spikes go down, and you realize that, part of his spine can break down into what's kind of like a motorcycle seat.
You can fucking do what?
You wanted to ride your dog.
Michael Pondsmith.
You can do what?
This is a dream come true.
You've always wanted to ride a huge dog.
Yeah, I throw a leg over this dog.
Okay.
Yeah.
If
on
he
my-
could bark,
on my legs.
if he could bark, you would.
It's a whole different version of a chopper.
It really is.
Chomper.
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 You
I
know,
throw you a guitar strap.
Yeah.
On a
I'm
leg.
gonna-
On my back, like Ghost Rider.
okay. And he kind of looks, and then he kind of, and you realize it's probably a smart idea for you to lower your head,
Yeah, get low.
Yes.
Yeah.
I get low.
because he goes off like a bullet through the garage door.
Okay. I hang on for dear life.
You are
Kool-Aid
hanging
Man
on.
has been with this campaign since episode 1.
Yeah.
Kool-Aid Dog has just
That's right.
just entered the chat.
Kool-Aid dog?
Kool-Aid Dog has
Kool-Aid
just
Dog,
entered
please.
the chat.
In the band names listed.
Yeah.
Okay, and you slam through. What you see is 4 black SUV-like vehicles, 2024 versions of those. And as you slam through, a couple of them are start firing at you, but 2 of the cars appear to be pinned down, because as their occupants get out or pop up their heads, Adam Gray is basically quietly taking them down.
Just decapitating them whenever they show their faces.
Yeah, it's ugly.
Yeah.
So he's kind of clearing some of it. Your dog is now crashed in the remaining 2, basically, to stand there looking like, where do we go now? Well,
Yeah.
and
I'd say that's good for my turn, probably.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's robust.
Yeah.
okay, so headed back around the table, I think I'll go to you. You have
Yeah.
tragedy.
I think I'm gonna.
We've got
using-
comedy, now tragedy.
Yeah, since Adam Gray has like kind of created a opportunity for me.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna try to retrieve Thor's limp form and
Okay.
drag him back to the car if I can.
Get him. Get the.
So you're
stop the
dragging
bleeding.
him back to your truck?
To the truck. yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
so, well, you got room now. There's no huge dog in there.
Yeah, there's no huge dog in the back.
Okay, so he's still warm, so that's good.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I know
you don't know
Nomad
whether
knows
he's
how to,
breathing yet.
like, stop him from
But you're,
bleeding. But
we'll deal with stabilizing him. He's not dead yet,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
if you guys can't figure out how to get a ripperdoc or stabilize him, he did.
But no, I mean, Nova, can Nova stabilize with a first aid kit?
She can stop the bleeding, which is what
Yeah,
you're
take that.
that's what we'll do.
The other problem I'll have to do is I do have to go on the critical injuries because he was shot in main torso. So we'll see what part of his organs is fucked up.
This is why we tell the dude never wears clothes.
Yeah, I know.
You should
He was
wear
asking
clothes.
for it.
Clothes, please.
Yeah. A jacket.
And conventional
He
wisdom
would've-
says
if-
he's
if-
a traitor and we leave him.
If you had left one of your jackets, one of your armor jackets, he would have worn it.
Oh yeah.
Jeez.
What the fuck, dude?
Sorry, I'm a harsh draft.
Dude, that's
Okay.
that's wickedness.
Wow.
He would have worn my
And
jacket?
he'd probably be alive today.
The dude had it for you.
He would wear it on one arm. He can't wear your jacket.
He's a big
Probably
guy.
have to chop
He
the sleeves off and make
draped
it a
it. He
vest.
draped it around his
Yeah, your jacket.
He
would
would drape around his shoulders, but the thing is, he was shot in the back, so he would be covered.
He would be
Still would've worked.
covered.
It still would have worked.
And he wouldn't have a hole through his heart.
Just
That
pour-
wasn't
Exactly.
the one you
Pouring
put
salt
there.
in my
It's
wound.
metaphorical, but it's also a literal.
Literal.
We
Yeah.
get in the van. I'm gonna try to stop the bleeding.
Yes.
And maybe in all of this hoopla, maybe we try to get a little getaway.
Yeah, just
And you
drive
can
up.
catch up.
Oh, don't worry about
Hopping
me.
through the. I'm sure the
Yeah.
van has the back door open
Yeah.
thingies, and
Pull it
we,
right up in
we
the back.
speed away.
Yeah.
No, exactly. And here's what I'm gonna say. Silk, you stay back there with him.
Okay, so Silk's back in. He's gonna drive your car.
The timing's right, though, isn't it?
And now,
Episode
part 2 of the
6.
hardest night of your life.
Yeah.
Listen, we get through this. If I'm able to do anything to help him out, when he comes to, I'll tell him you did it.
Yeah.
And
He doesn't have to know. Think about it like
doesn't
this.
have to.
We're building a mystery.
Well, the thing is,
He's gonna be you're gonna be covered in his
He's
blood.
gonna be
Yeah.
And like
so-
you hugged him the whole time.
I think-
You can work this.
I don't even
Yeah.
think
He can't be
cares about it.
mad.
I think in her head it's like, this is my child's doctor, so he has to make it. You know,
Wow,
like it's
you're
like
cold.
twofold. No, I think she does care about him, but I think she's also
Yeah.
like, I have to give the keys to you because like this man is what keeps Ravina running. You know, so even if you crash it, none of it matters if
If
None of it matters anymore.
he
Yeah.
bites,
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the song title.
absolutely. Yeah. I mean, I'll take the keys.
I think, yeah, it's hard. She white knuckles it. She tosses you the fucking keys.
Oh, it's just a toss.
Yeah.
And meanwhile,
Over
Catch.
This way, he comes to. You're the first thing he sees. I tell him you saved him.
Hate me. Oh yeah.
He's got.
He's gonna
saved
hate
him.
me.
No. He was gonna leave us to eat it.
Yeah, that's why I don't know if I hate him or not. I feel very
Well,
confused
you
right
know,
now.
it's-
But
is-
there
love is-
are a
love
lot
is
of
confusing,
feelings
you know?
inside me, and I don't know if I'm happy he got shot because he betrayed me, or if I'm sad he got shot because I have feelings for him, and I don't.
There's a lot going on, and luckily
Okay.
you have an opportunity to do that
If
because
you
I'm a
have
great
a
driver.
second trauma
Yeah.
kit for my soul, I could appreciate the
Trauma kit for
application.
my soul.
okay.
That's a good one.
Dude, Trauma Kit for My Soul should be one of the
I'll
songs we
let
do
you do this.
at the show.
Actually, sure, why not? You're dealing out the pain. Roll 2d6.
You're dealing.
7.
Hey,
Okay.
Right in the
middle,
That's
right in the
going to
middle.
be interesting. I'll tell you about it in a minute, but you'll discover it when you go into stabilizing.
Okay.
Okay.
oh, for his big injury.
Which we're about to do now. You're going to love this. Your stabilization is going to be DB13.
That's pretty high.
That's high.
Okay.
Yeah, but luckily,
Burn your last
first
luck and die.
but your first aid kicks
Your
ass.
base
Yeah.
is like 10, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is beast mode. Now,
Yeah.
do you want to
Yeah,
little
because
salt.
you said it was 16?
13.
13.
Okay, 13. Okay. Listen,
Don't bumble.
I could
you want to be safe, or do you want to?
no, I'll be safe and I'll spend some luck to ensure that freaking happens.
Right, as long as it's not a 1, I
long
think
as it's not a
we
one.
should be.
Don't
fine.
say that! Why would you say
Listen,
that?
I'm
long
gonna
as it's
still
not
leave
a
it
one.
to the gods. I'm gonna put 2 luck,
That's all you
Still
can
a
do.
chance
That's all you can do. It's
that
the
I can
most
biff.
anyone can do.
Yeah.
but it's not gonna happen.
Hey, yo! How
I rolled
about-
a 21.
Yeah, so
Whoa.
that is pretty
9
good.
on the die.
Okay. You have stopped most of the major bleeding. When you were dealing with that, you realized that, one, he has a collapsed lung. So you're going to have to get in there and get him to a doctor.
Okay.
But
Can I
for the
just
time
put
being,
pre-sun?
Yeah,
Yeah, you take out a tube.
Aspirate.
Yeah. Now we all know how to do that thanks to that movie.
Right?
Yeah.
You also find that basically it has dislodged and torn up or possibly impenetrated a foreign object that is now basically in his body.
Yeah, he might have chrome and stuff in there too.
Injuries or-
Yeah.
Yeah, and it
stuff
might
in
have
there.
broken up. So yeah, he's not mortally yet.
He's got chrome damage.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not mortally, but he is bleeding, and you're stopping the bleeding. But since he's got a collapsed lung, you're going to have to go take a shot at fixing that in a bit.
Okay.
You have a medical kit, but medical kit for aspirating a collapsed lung. That's
It's a
another
little
story.
sophisticated maybe for that.
Yeah.
You look around. And say, anybody got a pen?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, we gotta sign autographs all
He
the
writes
time.
lyrics all the time.
Guys,
autographs.
Yeah.
you're in a garage.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, true.
Oh, yeah, you were also in a garage.
Yeah, we're in a garage.
I'm sure
There's tons of
you
stuff
can
here.
find a piece of tubing in a
Yeah.
garage.
Yeah.
We could use one of
Rubber
those.
tubing
We could use one of those tire
Metal tubing.
air
And
filling
let's be
tire
honest,
things.
guys, we
Pop one of that
we
out there.
Take the
definitely
probe.
have needles. Right? Like, we definitely have needles. We could, or hypodermics.
I guarantee
You
you.
get a bag full of them, I'm sure.
You're going to need something.
Why do I just feel?
Oh, wow.
You're like diabetic, I thought.
I get you your stuff.
I feel. I felt the temperature lowered here.
If I have a bag, it's
seriously, you need
because of
something. You need
that.
something.
We're all
That's
for
true.
taking.
All right, you need something about the width of a pen or a pencil.
It will not.
A soda straw.
There's got to be something.
Yeah, here it will not. It will not be hard to.
Yeah.
It will be more of a question. I'm going to find out how long it takes you to find
find
something
it.
in a darkened room. Because remember, while there's a hole in the garage and there's spotlights sort of there, that light is not direct to you, and you're the only person right now who can see in that room.
I have like a 12 in reveal.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like.
Okay.
I mean,
And I can
he's
see in
back
the
there.
dark,
He's
and-
dialed in.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
that's why
drive
you can
us.
make that check.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you get what
I
you
think
need.
I could try to find
and
something.
then we're out.
It's not going to be terrifying because when you get around to it, you are in the garage.
Yeah.
There's going to be all kinds of stuff there.
Yeah. Okay.
And he does body
Probably
work.
like
so.
one of those electronic tire pressure things. We could keep his lungs stable.
Yeah.
We can, at any rate, we can see the current pressure.
Yeah.
You can roll him over and dip him in water and make sure he's not leaking.
This is for the hiss.
Somebody hand me the soap.
I just need some duct tape.
Okay. But seriously,
Will you track it
okay. I want you just to make a roll using your reveal. I'm not going to put any penalties on it, and I'm not going to make it hideous.
You've been here before.
I don't have any luck to add to this, so
They got you.
Yeah,
up.
you know your way around his garage.
I hope so.
Well, at least the upstairs.
I got a 10.
Hey, yo, here. Oh, you know what that means.
I got a 10. These new dice.
These new dice are
These
hot.
white dice.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a 3, so 13 plus 12, 25.
Okay.
Yeah,
wow.
You jump off the back of the out of the passenger side, run over, and damn near trip over a piece of
Big box of straws.
Yeah, big pass. You pick over, like some piping and stuff, and you find a piece of copper tubing
Yeah.
that
perfect.
you
Quick.
can cut down real easily and bring back. That's what you need.
Yeah, I
Okay.
cut it down and I
So
bring it back to
That
Nova.
took me one round, so that's what's happening that round. You have just stabilized him, and she's looking around for an unsanitary piece of tubing to shove in his lungs. And meanwhile, let's
Yes.
see, we got you.
I-
You want to go out and do anything?
Well, I'm
You're getting ready to drive.
absolutely. But here in the passenger seat, while I'm waiting for this tubing to come back, I essentially need a discrete ripperdoc in this neighborhood
Okay.
that I can pull in. So I'm
Okay, so
pulling
you
up the
should
cyber
have-
Rolodex.
You should have an ability as a fixer.
I do.
Okay.
I have connections,
That's it.
and whenever I travel somewhere,
Wait, is this like what you're actually good at versus all the
Yeah,
stuff you
yeah.
say? This is your thing?
This is actually.
Yeah, yes,
And you've
connection.
never used this prior to now?
no, he wants people to think of him as a corporate professional. But what he actually is a filthy, dirty
Down
street rat.
scum street rat.
So you're actually useful. I
Yeah.
think like in Silk Road's approximation, you go up several rungs.
Wow.
When I drop him off at this place, hopefully it should be pretty good. But yes, essentially I use Streetwise in specific checks from the DM.
All I want you to do is streetwise. That's fairly. So take connections.
Yep.
You'll use connections. You will not use streetwise. Because even though it's a streetwise thing, that's no knowing. It's like reading the room on the street.
Yeah.
As opposed to, I know a guy who knows a guy who knows a guy.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. And you know the DV. We'll just find out if it hits.
Okay.
I'm gonna get this Noura dice over here.
Hand me that Noura dice. Okay. It's not super difficult. I mean, come on. It's Night City.
This is 16. Is that?
Oh, that's good.
Oh, yeah.
Is that gonna be okay?
It's difficult but not impossible. You make it.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
So you know that approximately 6 blocks away you can find a guy. It is now about 2 a.m. So, but the street's open all night, right?
Absolutely.
So you're going, okay, go here, but you don't have to tell anyone because you know
I know it.
You know
I'm just
it.
waiting for everybody to get back in.
Okay. So you're getting ready, about to gun the engine. You're smart enough to know you may want to start, but you don't want to make a lot of
So
noise.
I'm warming it up. I'm just.
Yeah.
It's just on.
Okay. Meanwhile,
The dog.
Okay.
It's a buffet.
so Jam,
Yes.
the dog basically hurtles out through the wall
Yep.
or the door. The door basically it's great because it kind of shatters in places and then it kind of goes pieces fall. Because
This is
it's
what we
funny.
want.
Okay.
So you have a clear way,
Blasting.
and there's gunfire going on quietly. Everyone seems to have silenced and tracer because they're both, Gray is Black Ops, they're Black Ops. So there's a Black Ops firefight going on in 2 of the cars, and it looks like Gray has commandeered 1 of the cars as cover.
There's a third car that
And
still has.
3rd and 4th.
Okay.
3rd and 4th. There's 4 cars. Okay.
Can I possibly will Brutus up onto the hood of one of those cars and have him just bite through the shield into the guy that's driving
He
it?
probably can't go through that. He can go through the metal. But Brutus does not do that. Brutus knows that you are in danger, so Brutus bounces off the ground, extends his legs, and basically slamming through the hood of the car, bounces over with you on his back and starts running back to the warehouse.
So this is full on Atreyu shit.
Oh, back to the
So
warehouse.
I guess his prime directive is to get you to safety.
Yeah,
guess so.
protect my new master. And remember, it's not exactly programming. There's a dog in there.
Yeah,
There's
Thinks
a
like a dog.
dog in there, yeah.
And you did dog nice things.
The dog within.
Yeah.
You did dog nice things.
Can I try to steer him?
I grabbed by the ears, yeah.
Brutus. Boy, we gotta go back. Friends.
It would be really.
Brutus is getting flat out. You learn at that moment that Brutus can hit top speeds of 60 miles.
It's like a
There's
car.
bugs in my face.
Yeah.
So he's freaking humming.
He's hauling
ass.
Yeah, he's
ass.
hauling ass through the streets. And of course, with four on the floor, he's like cornering, and you're like going, hanging on
off
to
the
fur.
edge.
Yeah.
It's like a greyhound.
Sting around corners.
Yeah. And he's got, pat, 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 pat.
You can hear that pattern, right?
I
Yeah.
did everything I could. I mean, I should.
He's a dog.
Yeah, what are you gonna do? There's a dog.
And this is what we'll learn later.
Unless you
Yeah.
can get him to fetch,
Fetch, boy, fetch.
throw a little smoky on one of the cars.
Yeah. Oh, I love it. You throw a little smoky on top of the car, and 5 seconds later, doggo lands on the hood of the car.
I haven't done it yet with Brutus, but I use my dad voice and I say, Brutus, no.
Ooh, using the dog command.
The ultimate command.
Okay.
He's starting to learn
Don't
the
say bad dog.
responsibilities.
No.
I don't say bad dog.
Don't say bad dog.
I don't fucking
No.
say bad dog.
You have
No,
to-
no.
I'm not gonna say bad dog.
I just say no.
Okay. Bruce slows down, stops, and looks over his shoulder at you. Like, what do you want me to do? I'm getting you away from danger.
Yeah.
I can't carry the rest of them. They're fat. Or whatever.
That's fair.
Yeah, Bruce is kind of thinking he can't do anything
But he's,
other than protect your
Brutus,
master.
you're capable of so much more. You just have to look inside yourself and believe.
Come to my window.
Bruce does a quick calculation. Yeah, this has been fun.
Brutus, I see the dog in you.
Okay. Brutus whines for a moment, and then very deliberately he turns and he runs towards the warehouse at like half again the speed that you expected, and skids up in front of the warehouse.
He didn't listen at all.
Didn't listen at all.
No. He shrugs you off.
Oh, now we're talking.
He's going back.
Oh no!
And then he's gonna start running back.
I start
But
playing.
for a
as he
moment,
runs away.
while he stops, there's that touching moment where he looks at you with this mournful, like, I might not ever come back,
Right.
master,
Yes,
but I
yes,
love
for
you.
me.
Yeah.
I will do anything you ask me to do.
Save my friends, Brutus.
Well, actually, can't bark.
Yeah.
That was
And
actually
he
pretty cool.
takes
You can
off.
feel it in your chest.
Yeah,
it's almost
yeah.
better than a bark.
He loves you. You feel it in your heart.
It's
Yeah.
supreme.
Because your heart's vibrating.
Right.
And he is off, okay? So, I had no idea Bruce was going to be so much fun.
He's the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He is awesome.
I want a Brutus. I
Yeah.
started this
Obviously.
when you first described Brutus. I said that's the most horrifying thing ever. And now I'm like,
Aw.
See, but I saw him for what he truly is.
Yeah.
A killing
That's a
machine with a
dad's
heart of
love.
gold.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have been dropped off at
Yeah, I'm
the
just
warehouse.
gonna watch TV, I guess.
Okay, so you get into the warehouse and you find Max is there. We'll cover what happens then. Meanwhile, headed back, you have jammed a tube into Thor's chest and he's breathing. But because you basically
Like a blowgun?
you blow his, you have to inflate his lung
Oh,
and then you
yeah.
keep that in there so that he can breathe. So that's what she's doing.
You're the doctor.
Yeah.
Okay. So-
I
no, I'm
I
not
know
a
what I'm
doctor.
doing.
Ripper doctor. Okay.
I don't
You
know.
are headed. Okay. Basically, here's what's gone down in a few minutes that you have been busy. You're fixing him. Brutus ran out at high speed, 800 pounds landing on the hood of your car, even if it's armored, is not good.
No, it's not good
So
for
the
cars.
front
Not my car.
So the front
Okay.
tires of that particular car blew out
Destroyed.
when he hit.
Oh.
Okay, so it's okay, but it has a big shallow dent, and then the tires have been blown out as 800 pounds slammed down on top of it out of
Just
nowhere.
burst.
Yeah, the tires just like boom,
Poor.
and the gunfight is still going on. Brutus just leapt over the gunfight. His main mission was get you to safety, and to him, safety is the warehouse.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
and then he's going to go back. Okay.
fast.
God bless
All
his
right.
soul.
Good boy. Okay. So Thor's breathing.
Okay.
Okay. You're ready to roll. You have no garage door. There's only one car that appears to be like free, and you notice that they're lugging gas cans of, you figure, probably some kind of accelerant.
Oh, so they're
gonna
gonna burn us inside there, and we
Okay.
won't be able to get out. But we're gonna leave. So
Yeah.
we're
We're
gonna
getting
drive
out.
out.
yeah,
Okay, so ready when you are. You are in the back. No, actually, you're both in the
They're
back.
both in the
Both
back.
Yeah. Okay.
Because
So
I brought her the.
you've got Thor's head in
Wire.
your lap or something, or are you just like standing
Yeah.
over, going, "Wow, that was harsh." But
no, I
His
think I
head's
do.
in your
It's a lot
lap.
of moisture.
Yeah.
It's a lot of moisture.
okay, so your buddy is leaning over, going,
Koa.
I'm kind of squeamish, so I'm like looking away. Like,
Oh yeah. It's like I want to be here
so I'm
for
like
you.
this. I'm like.
Well, it's like the first, she blows and blood kind of comes out.
Oh yeah, that's how it is. That's what
Yeah,
it
you
is.
got that.
This is
It's like trying to
literally,
siphon
it's like-
a gas tank.
Yeah.
And then you find you kind of like that taste, but
Oh, there's a vampire.
Oh shit.
I'm secretly a
Season
vampire.
2.
games,
Season
right?
2.
Okay.
Happen fast. There's a rich narrative arc here.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
Nova.
Okay. So you floor it. You explode out of what's left of the garage.
Oh,
the
yeah.
guys with the accelerant.
The
let's
accelerants.
find out.
I want to physically strike these men with the accelerants.
Congratulations. Make a roll.
Yeah, I'm gonna drive into them from the garage.
Make a roll. It's
Here
going to
comes.
be a driving roll.
Oh, I know. Drive
And-
land vehicle.
Luck?
Drive vehicle and
Jerry?
Yeah.
luck.
Well, you're saying I should use some?
I'm just
Yeah.
giving have some
What's your
luck.
skill?
This would be the time.
Now would be the time.
Now would be it.
I'm gonna put as many as 2 points of luck
Okay.
in there. Because this isn't the only driving roll I'm gonna have to make.
Sure, yeah.
But I am a very good driver.
Well, you are, but
Yeah, I was gonna say, what do you consider? What is that face?
That's
Did you
the-
implode?
okay.
No, it's fine. 16.
16.
Yeah.
Okay. You glancing, you don't run him over.
Yeah,
but you
probably.
glancingly hit one of the guys carrying the tanks of stuff to burn the place
Yeah, I just
down.
wanted to think about it for a second.
And he falls over, and there's kind of a kerfluffle as the other guys kind of turn around to grab the tank. Stuff's running out of the accelerant tank that he ran over.
Can I flick my joint
Can't,
out of
right?
the back of the car?
Why did you drive it away?
As we're driving away, it's going to access is going to be there. I mean, this can be what you do this round.
Right onto
Yeah.
the guy.
What do you want to do? Okay.
Can I flick my joint at him or my
Okay,
cigarette?
it's an athletics check.
Out into the puddle.
Yeah, into the
Athletics
puddle that's
and
filled.
you're driving over top of it, so it
Yeah.
I
should
mean,
be
my
that
guess
bad.
is that your athletics is through the roof, right?
I have a 13. It's
That's
it's
fucking
not
incredible.
Yeah,
Wait, that's better than anything I have.
it's got to.
Okay, but I only rolled a 2, so that's 15 total.
15. Okay. Yes.
Stationary.
You go because it's classy, but also you made the number. Flick. And the accelerant goes off. And in the next turn, unless he doesn't fumble, the other tank will go off.
Perfect.
Okay. So
Is there-
you basically explode out of your garage and leaving a trail of fire going up
This
into
is
the
so
sky.
cool.
Yeah.
This is some Back to the Future shit.
And you're hurtling, out there, and meanwhile running towards you at 70 miles an
Through
hour,
the fire.
flat out,
the fire.
to explode through the fire is Brutus.
Perfect. He got here just in time.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
Brutus
thanks.
will be in the middle of the road, skidding around as you're headed in that direction. Okay. And meanwhile, you got dropped off, and Max says, "You want to tell me what's happening?" As he's dragging you inside.
Max out of the warehouse.
Yeah.
Yes, actually, here's some great information.
We got jumped at our friend Thor's garage.
Some friend.
Well, yeah, tell me about the long story. Ninjas, I think, and I didn't see him. I was going about
ninjas.
70 miles an hour.
Okay.
And,
On a dog.
On a dog.
The story sounds weird when you
does.
hear it.
I was on my dog going 7 miles an hour.
Yeah, but that's
These
what I
ninjas
remember.
were following only in this game. Okay.
But he went back. Brutus went back. Hopefully, everybody will be all right. Did I get a text or anything where you were like, "This is the ripperdoc we're going to," or something
Okay.
like that?
You can say, listen, you send me, I'm doing stuff.
Yeah.
He says, "Come on, let's do this." Brutus can probably find us. He's got tracking, and he climbs into your van or your moving house.
The big
Yeah,
one.
the bus.
And
The big boy.
He basically fires it up,
Where are we going, Max?
and he says, "We're going back to get your friends. Do you know how many weapons are on this thing?"
Oh,
Yeah, it's like a
Oh,
tank.
good
that's a good.
point.
I was just gonna stay here.
I guess you guys
Yeah.
don't. I guess I do. You
No.
heard
she
the
Yeah,
did-
we wouldn't know.
She
We
did
heard
not
it shooting.
stand on the
We
whole
were never in
thing. She was-
communion
Yeah.
with this
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah,
you know
no,
what I mean?
I fired the guns. I think I just assumed you guys heard it.
We didn't know what it was. We heard it, but we didn't know what it
we heard
is.
it.
Yeah.
We couldn't-
We're gonna bring the RV.
Okay, so yeah, the RV is basically backing up, and he starts heading out, and your text says, "Hey, wait a minute!" And he hits the button, opens the roll
Yeah.
up,
Okay.
and jumps in shotgun with you guys. There's
The whole
nothing in
posse.
front. So you got the posse
Team.
minus your dog, and your dog is at this point just showing up through the fire as you explode out the other side, which looks dramatic
Really
as
pretty.
hell.
Very cool. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do a little bit of art after.
It's kind of fresh.
That's true. We got the gamers.
You're-
We have an
yeah.
artist.
Dude,
It's
your
true.
version
this-
of the
I will have to get you some pictures
would be
of-
amazing.
Well, I have a vision of Jam on the dog in that like Akira pose, but
Oh, no, but it's the dog.
dog.
Because you snapped it back,
Yeah.
and you're just holding one of the ears.
I think that would be very funny.
Well, yeah. Think like dire wolf with more metal sticking out than it deserves.
Yes.
It would be
Yeah.
it would be incredible. It would be like something from West Coast Customs.
Tons of chrome.
Yeah, tons
Yeah.
of chrome. Excuse me, I have to go and polish my dog.
Yeah, exactly. You have a dog like that.
What a
professionally
flex,
polished,
though.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
ultimate flex. Right here. So it sounds to me like this ripperdoc is like literally 6 blocks away.
Yeah, so you guys get to the ripperdoc. No one's stopping you.
Well, they can't.
because
All their shit's
there's
fucked
an
up.
explosion going on, and somewhere in the middle of it, Adam Gray has probably slipped away after killing 9 people.
Oh, yeah,
because
he's-
that's what he
yeah.
does.
We
Disappears
don't have to
into
worry
the
about
night.
this
Yeah.
motherfucker.
Adam Gray. Can you also draw art of Adam Gray?
Can't probably.
Yeah, I have
we
some
wanna
poses to
see.
suggest. I'll message them
Yeah.
to you
Yeah,
later.
Adam,
Yeah,
just
send me
so
some
you,
stick
I
figures.
keep saying back and forth.
Yeah.
Adam is sort of ambiguous, but he generally presents as male, so I have a tendency to slide into him.
Okay.
But Adam kind of knows what they can do with everybody.
He's a pro.
Yeah, he's a pro. So, and he knows that being really good looking makes people not look very hard sometimes. They're staring at the wrong thing, you know.
Oh yeah.
God, he's so great
It's
looking.
And he
conspicuous.
smells great.
It's
and he
conspicuous.
smells great.
This is
Yeah.
what I heard.
Old Spice.
Absolutely. But I mean, we know where this is. I mean, I chose this ripperdoc because it's discreet. Mm-hmm. It's got. I mean, when I say discreet, let's be clear. We're talking about somebody who's not going to rat us out.
Yep.
Somebody who, under optimal circumstances, has a private entrance. You know what I mean?
So I think I'm probably in communication with Arman, so I
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
I
you
would
guys
give
have.
Max directions to.
Okay, you guys have links.
I have to ask, just because I've recently been in this predicament. Did you ever have sex with this ripperdoc and then break up with them?
You're like from the back.
Yeah.
Do you do this all the time?
No. But now that it's
happens.
happened,
Yeah.
it's like it's more. What did you just roll?
Yeah. Maybe.
Oh, God.
So you. So
Maybe. Maybe it was a complicated time. I think in general.
Then why didn't
I was
you
going
give
through a
me
phase.
advice
Okay, what do you mean
since you've done
complicated
this
time?
before?
How long ago was this?
There's.
Week.
I feel
What time is it right now?
there is no. I don't think that he remembers it. I think that it might be something that I blew out of proportion on my end. And
Are you Thor? Are you the Thor?
it
in
was
this
a bigger
situation?
deal. I think it was a bigger deal to me than them, and I don't think that they probably remember it at all. So
Ouch.
I think this is going to be 100% fine. This is a trusted venue. It's not going to be a shit show like every time
I thought I told you never to come back here again.
at Arcadian Customs.
Do we do PvP rolling to see like how?
Yeah, really.
How much do we trust what he's saying right now?
No,
Feel free if you want. Yeah.
I'm gonna go wild with the tech
No.
hair. I'm gonna make it as different from my classic look as possible.
He's gonna know it's you.
I'm gonna
it's
I'm
not
gonna
tough. You can't
shrink
change your face
I'm
that
gonna
much.
shrink the hair until it's basically stubble.
You got a crew cut or
Right? Yeah. No, I'm gonna bring it till it's almost entirely just stubble right against the
Yeah,
head.
you're going down for that marine Paris Island thing. Okay.
Exactly. So I'm gonna pull up to the secret entrance, use whatever necessary code is required, and I'm gonna put the code in fast because there's somebody in the back that needs help.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me in. Okay. We'll get down to what's in the ripperdoc, but basically he's got a pretty nice surgery, and you can slap Thor in the chair. He'll jack the chair back down
Yeah.
so it's flat, and he says, as he starts pulling stuff out, he says, not bad with the pipe. Poor job.
I'm an expert.
He says, good.
I'm a musician and
I
I
hope,
run.
I hope you sterilized it, but he says that no matter, and he
course I did.
starts getting sterilization hoses and all the other stuff to work
Yeah,
on him.
but it's basically like a garage for the human body,
Yeah,
right? He's
Yeah.
pulling shit down
Yeah.
out of
He's
the
got
ceiling.
Thor up on the rack.
Yeah, basically. he's looking at the scope.
Yeah.
He's got the manual out.
Okay. So you don't need a manual for Thor. He's pretty straightforward, and he's not very cybered up. That's what surprised you.
Yeah, I thought he was. He's so strong.
Something in there, yeah.
That's all
Yeah.
real. It's 100% Thor.
It's USDA
Yeah.
choice beef.
Yep.
Okay, so he's working on Thor. This is one of the more. This is.
It's a real game.
This is definitely.
It's a home game.
It's a home game. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Okay, so in the meantime, you guys are headed across town in your big bus.
Right. Max,
And-
Tech, and I.
And basically, the tech says, yeah, we got some really neat tools here. He's like punching a few buttons and stuff starts coming up on dash screens. And he goes, let's see, these are the air-to-air missiles. And this is that. And basically, it's like armed to the teeth. It's got machine guns. It has a couple of, you guys know what a phalanx system is? It's your little tube thing pops up, and it has a high-speed minigun on it that rotates.
Oh yeah.
Somebody said a sprinkler of death.
Yeah.
It has
Gatling type weapon.
Yeah, it has 2 sprinklers of death on the top.
We didn't see these last time.
No, all of that you had to activate it, and she never had a chance to get around to activating it.
She was busy. Right?
Yeah.
She was doing shit.
Hey, I got the gyro off of us, so great job.
Well,
was done.
yeah. If you think about it, the Grundy that I left for you was armed even better, but that's another story.
Yeah, but it doesn't have the rooms.
Yeah, that's
What about the kitchenette? And my soup is still back on this pot. Like it's still cooking up. By the end of this game, it's going to be ready.
It smells amazing in here.
Yeah.
It's a slow cooker.
Oh, dude, it smells incredible.
slow cooked,
It's been
yeah.
for 6 hours.
What is that? Somebody died? No.
No, quite the opposite.
With the long peppers.
Yeah, long pepper. This is all good. You know long pepper, yes.
You specified in
It's
the
a
last
premium
episode.
pepper. I've been fantasizing about these peppers since yesterday. So, but it's smelling good back there. It's in the crock
should
pot.
be.
Yep.
It's locked down.
Okay,
It's gimbaled.
so you're doing that thing, and basically your part in your car. Your car is a bit scraped up because you went through a fire and rolled over people, and there were explosions.
It's not
and
100%.
It was kind of busy. Okay, you're headed over to the ripperdocs, and in a tangential path, your dog bursts around the corner, flat out, at 70 miles an hour.
Right alongside of us.
And is running alongside of you. Well, you didn't stop to let him on. I mean, you know, if you loved the dog, you'd let him in. But no, somebody open the door. The dog's out.
Love the dog. You let him in.
Yeah, I
Do we have, like, a
opened the
sliding
back door and
door?
I tried to let a
There's
Knight
not
Rider
really
in.
there's not really a back door per se.
Oh, you're
Is it
hoping for a Knight
sliding-
Rider?
do we
Yeah.
have, like,
It would've been great.
A side sliding
Is there
door.
any-
Yeah,
How do you
yeah.
get
I like
into
the
I don't know.
idea.
I've been trying to figure that out.
He does have the little eye going back and forth.
Okay, maybe
So,
he's fine.
yeah, maybe it's da 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 da.
Yeah. Maybe he's down there just doing his own
Yeah.
Knight Rider shit. You can let him in when you
Done it.
Yeah.
Done it.
You're supposed to run. I mean, the truth is, he hasn't been able to run for a while.
I'll let him
Yeah,
run.
he's like out there running. He's
going
he's
crazy.
charged
He's having
up.
a great
Best.
time.
Can you
Yeah.
imagine if, like, think about our own dumb dogs. If they could run 70 miles an hour, they'd lose
yeah.
their fucking
You
mind.
think his douchey previous owner used to take him out on runs?
No way, dude. They
No
locked him up in
way.
the van.
Yeah, who
Yeah,
does
when you
that?
take your dog for a run, do you have to get on your motorcycle now?
Yeah, I guess so.
Get your doggy run.
Get your dog running. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, because if you were just running, I think he'd be like,
What are we doing here?
You just get on,
What the fuck are we
his
doing
back.
here?
Everybody gets to do their shit. It's fine.
Yeah, so your dog is now paralleling your hotel on wheels,
Okay.
and
exquisite.
you pull up in front of the ripperdocs, which
Yeah.
is a step down clinic.
Yeah, and so, like I say, I mean, I have some relationship with this person, but this is a business transaction, and I basically think that we need to just leave money for the tab, and we probably need to go to the Dakotas. Is
Yeah,
my
we'll
guess.
Still have a show, huh?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
this
well-
is not our show.
Max says, I'm running out of places to hide you, but I think I've got one more if you guys don't mind rocket exhaust.
I like
be
it.
good. It'll be good until about I'd say 5:30 in the evening when the launch window opens.
but that's when our job is anyway, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, okay. Well,
It's
don't
chill.
hang around past then, or
Good timing.
we're really gonna be hosed.
Okay.
And he starts giving me directions. I am assuming you dropped Thor off.
Well,
Yeah.
I
And
mean,
he's-
I didn't know how long he needed to be worked on, so I was actually just going to leave.
He's gonna have
Thor
to.
here.
He's gonna have to. You could bring him with. It's gonna take about an hour to do all the stuff, patch him up.
I say
No,
leave
I
some
say
eddies
leave him
and
there. He
go.
might get shot again, knowing us.
Yeah.
Who
Yeah,
knows?
and honestly, this is 6 blocks from his fucking house.
Leave him a note.
Yeah, no, I do.
Don't be kind.
I leave him
don't,
like
don't be unkind.
just like a sticky note on his forehead.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. He's completely out, just like right on the forehead.
Yeah.
He won't miss it.
Sorry, GTG.
Yeah.
We'll be back later.
Yeah.
Love and kisses, and then no actual signature.
He'll know.
Oh,
Yeah, and I think I leave him a note, and I think I leave him, like, I take the mala, which is like my little rosary off of the rearview mirror, and I think I leave that with him too for luck.
Aw.
should leave him your jacket too, but yeah.
The jacket never comes off.
No,
it's
the
like
jacket-
glued to my body.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
It can't be.
Okay.
It would have to be. It would have to be
But I will
medically
give,
extracted.
I will give him my good luck rosary and my mala,
Okay.
and I leave him a note, and the note just says like, because I'm awkward, I have a really low empathy score. It's like, Hey T, shit got kind of crazy. Sorry for my gonk behavior, but you also exhibited some gonk behaviors too.
Meanwhile, over there, Arman's going.
I'm like, but I want you to know that almost losing you made me realize that I think
I put my hand on your shoulder, and I say, "That's good."
Just stop there.
I think
No,
I
don't
love you.
go any
No,
further.
that's trust me, that's the subtext. Then I take the note, and I say, "It's good.
Okay.
It's good. You're good here."
He does
And I say, "Yeah, here." I say, I gotta talk to the ripperdoc. I'm gonna settle up here, and then we gotta go. We gotta leave him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I throw her note in the garbage, and I write a new
Oh,
note.
Okay.
I write a new note that says, "This is a mala. Look it up." And I put that on his forehead, and then
to the other.
and then I go and get in the car. Listen, I'm trying to help you out here. He didn't need your letter.
That was
No, that was much better.
I'm trying to help you out
you
here.
are. I'm just.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
No, that was good
you.
looking out.
You're
my job.
a solid choom,
Okay.
but it's also like the betrayal is wild. You're like, this is a good letter.
It's it's rich.
You
All right.
extracted what was in her heart.
This is what I'm talking about.
We
This
need
is
to
my
draw this
specialty.
game- We need to write and draw this game out sometime.
It's gonna
Yeah.
the graphic novel of this is fucking nuts.
Yeah, yeah, I think you're right.
So now I'm right back in the passenger seat, and hands in my lap, like, well,
We should take the bus, right?
Yeah. There's enough room for you, and if you want,
Max can drive it. Yeah.
yeah.
yeah. I mean, he was driving it already,
Max
right?
is driving it. He
Yeah.
says, okay, I know where I have to go.
I'll
Yeah.
follow you.
Okay. So you start across, it's just a half light of near dawn, when everything's slightly pearlescent, and you hardly notice anything but the ground smog that's eating slowly through your tires as you drive through the night city. Occasionally there's a street sweeper going through and cleaning up, gathering garbage and eating it. And the city is sleeping as you go across the bridge and find yourself headed towards the spaceport.
That's what he meant by rocket exhaust at 5:30.
And
Yeah.
We won't be here
you
then.
go down you basically go past a section. He gets out, he does something to a lock, and you go down a long, flat, open tunnel, except it's got square sides, and it goes down and kind of stops, and he's got enough room to back up and put the hotel on wheels facing back out again. And you notice that the walls are burned a bit, and there's a note that says, "Do not smoke here," but it's kind of scrawled like somebody wrote it as a joke. And if you look up, you see essentially the engines of a Saturn V boost.
Oh yeah, right. So this is the hang
is where the
for very specific
these
times of
channels
day.
are made so that the fire goes through.
Right.
Yeah.
He says, yeah, they don't lift off till like 5:30 or 6, so I think we're good.
No,
We hope.
let's leave a 5.
Yeah. If they aren't running a special, we're good. If not, well, kiss your ass goodbye.
I'm just nodding, like checking the flight schedules.
Yeah.
Checking the flights to the moon.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, we'll leave a little bit early. Okay.
Lucy's like, hitting. This will be my chance to finally get back to you. I'm sorry, miss, but we just blew up a van underneath the rocket, and we're going to have to stay here in Night
No,
City.
can't go up there. Can't do it right now.
Yeah.
It's not gonna work. All right, so I mean, we
So
we
you
chill.
guys are
We chill.
you're chill, and you're at this point in the hot spot. Okay, so time passes, and it gets around 4:30ish or so,
Starting to itch.
And,
Yeah, really.
Yeah, and you're kind of looking.
You feel hot.
It's kind of like ignition.
Yeah, and you're looking up at these enormous cylinder tubes and going.
It's like the
"Oh, crap."
thrusters of Damocles.
Yeah, the thrusters of Damocles. And he says, "What? I think it's time to go."
Yes.
Okay. You roar out. You don't roar. You don't you just go out.
It's chill.
Okay, he's being chill. And he says, "Yeah, I don't think anybody's going to be exactly expecting us, but I got what I needed. And that's what I needed."
You want to let us in on this?
Oh, yeah.
I'm starting to get the sense that we are the very smallest pieces on the very largest chessboard.
Yeah, but that means that once the board is tipped, the pawns can slip away.
I don't like how that sounds.
Are you a writer or something?
He says, "Reporter, media, amateurs." And he explains, "I got wind of this a while back. Basically, media tried to do and use this system that was supposed to be an emotive control and stimulus system. So they tried it. It was partially a weaponized military system coming out of Southeast Asia, and they did it, and there was a riot in Seoul.
The earlier test.
And it had a bunch of people, and at first they started, well, to be honest, trying to fuck each other's brains out, but then they all kind of flipped and started tearing at each other. And the whole idea being that we were supposed to get everybody to calm down. It was supposed to be a rioting, pacification device.
And it actually manufactures riots?
It builds riots.
Oh,
yes.
that's not okay.
That is a legitimately scary, unpleasant idea.
And basically, they decided that they would roll it out again. They didn't want to test it in the new version by taking it into the NUSA because that could start a war. But no one's supposed to care about Night City. So they figured they'd set up a concert and they would manufacture a band group getting a concert. People would come to see the concert. Yeah. They could use the band as a front, try the device. The guy you were talking to, Avanosian, his voice isn't doing that. They're basically running this stuff through the speakers.
Absolutely, it's all tech,
and
like
it's all cyberware.
Yeah, and Milli Vanilli, I like that. Okay, and so
the worst version.
He explains. So the idea was that they're going to get their test bed, and they would also be able to show it to, because it was fairly, Night City, they could show it to other interested clientele as well.
It's a sales pitch.
It's a sales pitch.
This is grotesque, and whoever came up with this is a monster.
Thank you.
But also, you respect them a little bit, don't you?
There's no question.
Wait, we're still getting paid.
He says, yes, you're getting paid. In fact, you're getting paid a lot, but you may want to settle down to need security for a while too, because it's going to get interesting. And meanwhile, he's driving out, storing in an area of back roads that you don't recognize, and he's headed out towards Dakotas.
Perfect.
So
we'll follow him.
You're going to reach Dakotas about, because he's doing a lot of back roads and he's pausing and hiding and stuff. So you're going to get there about 8. Sun's starting to creep down, and as you rise over the hill, you see a flat roofed building with second smaller building to the southwest. You see the building looks kind of like a truck stop, and indeed it has a truck stop like sign that says Dakotas. And of course, because it fits, the K is burned out because, well, you got to do that.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of people.
I'm elbowing, like nudging Silk Road, like, huh?
And there's a curved bank of containers, cargo containers. And you made the average 14-foot TU, big, you can live in it. There's a bank of them that's higher than a bunch of amps that they built the stage out of. So there's like 2 levels,
It's
and
a
then
mega
there's
industrial.
Yeah, it's basically they built an industrial stage, and that's what you saw the trucks bringing in.
Yeah.
Bringing those in to build the stage. So and still parts are going up. You see some of the like girafas, which are a kind of industrial robot used kind of like we would use cherry picker cranes.
Yeah.
And,
Tall neck.
Yeah, and girafas are still setting things up and all that. They aren't putting up your instruments yet because they don't know, but they are putting up banks, huge banks of amps and other stuff. And you're going to get one ungodly huge crowd because of what's happened. Since you guys showed up in the scene, there have been killings. There have been riots. There have been
everybody wants to
buildings
know what's
burning.
next for these
There
shows.
has been, so you're going to have a whole lot of people showing up. For you, in fact. And the new media lords played on that, just as he would. So the new media lords basically not entirely knowing what Media Magica wants to do, but just knowing they're
They have
cutting
to
in our
counter it.
turf, we
Yeah.
have to counter it. So we're going to put our band up against your band and see how it happens.
I feel like the flyers would be like, new show, you will die. you know?
Write a will before
Yeah.
you come to this show.
Yeah, like those haunted houses where they'll be
No,
like,
it's
you have to sign a
sign a
300-page waiver.
truck and
before
tractor
you come
pull
to
type commercial.
Our horror
Yeah.
house, it's like that, like
House of horror.
line up early because we have a 300-page waiver to see these.
Yeah. Sponsored by Trauma Team.
Sponsored by the morgue.
Trauma team.
But that would be dude, that would be such a get for your crazy shows. Is the Trauma Team sponsorship? That says everything.
It
Yeah, everything.
Brought to you by TT.
And it's lucrative as
Because somebody always overdoses, and then somebody shoots somebody, and it's a concept.
I've been to a concert.
with Night
Sometimes
City.
Jam takes his pants off and women pass out.
All the time.
Yeah,
Sometimes.
They explode.
He's hoping. Yeah.
They get the vapors, yo.
Yeah. So yeah, but I'm
back in the day.
So
Their crotch releases vapors.
Oh,
You should be.
it needs to be washed. And so
I'm writing down crotch vapor release.
that's a good one.
Let's pay for release.
but we're
Sponsored by Trauma Team was my thought, but I was like, we have to stop adding but that's a great band name.
Right?
Sponsored by Trauma Team.
But basically, what I want to do is
Okay.
we just direct the truck. I mean, Max is going to have.
Okay.
He knows where things need to go. But basically, it's time to get out, start getting our stuff out. I'm going to start pointing at people. I'm going to
Okay.
become I'm going to do my business person thing.
Okay, so you're organizing it. You guys go to check your sound equipment.
Yep.
And
monoliths.
your roads and everything. Yeah, and so you're basically about 2 stories up on one set of stage built out of cargo containers. And then behind you is a wall of 4 cargo containers so that the sound will be channeled out and
Yes.
the audience can see it
Exactly.
and hear it.
Okay.
And they've rigged lights along the cargo containers. They've rigged lights and fly-in stuff. They've
a
got some
vibe.
pyrotechnics going.
Nice.
Everything's there.
Marked,
I
I hope.
Clearly identified.
yeah. Do not step here.
Yeah.
And your tech is going. Yeah, this is good shit, man. He's starting to talk to the pyrotechnics
So
guys.
he's feeling good now.
Yeah.
We're giving him something to chew on.
And a really kind of offhand, youngish guy, you'd say maybe. Well, he's not really youngish when he gets close to you. We at first thought he was like in his mid-30s. When he gets close, you kind of realize he's one of those older guys who's basically trying to be young and hip. So he's got the hair.
It's possible to pull this trick off in
Cyberpunk
in 2077 for sure.
Yeah, and you can also do it and change your face. And
Oh, yeah.
So he is like, "Hi, I'm Rod Savage. Good to meet you guys. I love your music. You do an incredible job, and we'd like to sign you as the new Media Lords to be our house band, and we'll make you famous."
I say more famous or
He says,
I mean-
famous enough. You will not know what to do with the amount of fame and people knowing who you are, you will be stopped by everybody, including probably the president of the NUSA, to ask for your autograph.
Yeah, I say, listen, you have to understand. Obviously, I love everything I'm hearing. I mean, we're in the same industry. I think we should be friends no matter what. No matter how this.
He's negotiating that with their price.
Yeah.
You notice that no amount of money has mentioned at all.
Yeah, exactly. I'm saying, listen, but
It's our rich and famous contract.
Yeah, but you have to understand that you're talking to the most famous band in Night City right now. We're hot, and not just because of the fires that constantly erupt at our shows.
Yes.
You're talking. You're talking
And not
to
because I'm not just because like I'm from a rock legacy.
Yeah, right. Exactly. I mean, you have to
I know all about that. Your mom was amazing.
She's
still alive, actually.
I say, actually, Nova's amazing. Actually, Nova's amazing.
Yeah.
Her mom is fine.
Her mom's retired. Your mom is in Cancun somewhere.
I say, but listen, it's not the right time. Right? I mean, obviously, right now we're setting things up. I'd love to talk to you more.
Okay.
Right now we're getting everything set up. After this show, obviously, let's sit down.
Okay.
I've got a good bottle. We can take turns pulling off of that, and we'll figure out what the right price is. I mean, it might be something you're not interested in. You might be interested.
Yeah, we don't care. Yeah, what the hell?
I understand that Love the Beast is probably. I think they're out of their contract
They need a
now.
job.
So
what's left of them?
There's plenty of opportunities, is all I'm saying.
Yeah.
But yeah, get back to me after the show. We'll take a look at it.
Okay. Let's see.
So let's take full advantage of this show to negotiate with the people
we got a
who set
lead
up
on
the show.
you here, yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean I have done our set list. So,
Okay.
Oh,
so
you have?
you're doing
Oh,
it?
yeah.
Okay.
I'm just saying I put some weight into it.
I wrote a song too.
Okay. So
called
you
Four
all
Flat
writing
Tires.
songs now?
Yeah.
Wow, this could be interesting, you know?
Yeah, it goes, it's hard to put out tire fires, but I've been down with you since 4 flat tires.
Yeah, that's
I
gonna
love it.
stop them.
Effort,
Okay. So
Wow.
warm up.
It's these Nomad ballads.
You guys start to cut in.
What the hell?
It got more
Listen to
epic.
this intensity.
That's basically, there's a warm up coming in.
What's this?
And the lights are going in, and they say, here they are, the band that blew away Night City, literally. Question. Okay, you guys come, audience is going crazy. You know, you've got people wearing shirts, and they have, because you have not been broadcasting your names, they don't know their 47 names. All they know is the question mark.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
It got solidified.
But now we get to choose which one do we want to go out with.
Yep. And so,
Or do
what
it
are you
choose.
guys cruising? What do you call yourselves?
I mean,
Our last one was Cross Paper Release, but we can't go with that one.
this is a.
Trauma Kit for My Soul was there.
Oh no, Shadow Edge. I think Shadow Edge might have
Edge.
stuck
Okay.
because that's the one that we came out of the Battle of the Bands with.
Yeah.
It might be that we had stabilized a little bit on Shadow Edge.
I think we're
Okay.
Shadow Edge.
Okay, you're Shadow
I can
Edge.
see that.
Hello, Shadow Edge! Shadow Edge! Flash, 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 flash. My players have gotten used to, I like to bring along.
That's amazing.
Like to blind the occasional
Yeah,
player.
that too, because you
Is that
guys,
part of the relationship?
you guys start getting cocky. I got to do something.
I gotta
Send us into a seizure?
I gotta,
Yeah, right?
Yeah,
I gotta
that's-
put
that's-
you down.
That's
Take you down and peg.
okay. Now you're blinded. I'm going to hit you.
Now
you're having a stroke.
Think about that. We gotta think about that warning on that 6th episode.
Okay. So
But yeah, go ahead.
okay, so it's building up, and they're going real well. And you guys about to step up and start rolling into the song everybody knows you by now, Black Hole, which I don't know
Yeah.
what you're actually calling it.
What
The
is
classic, but it's the classic.
It's Carnifex Rex.
Okay.
Which I mean,
You are
it worked on
I thought
them.
it was Hard Drive.
That was the very, very first
That
song.
was the very first one.
okay. You are listening. You've got the chatter because you being a Netrunner. Always do listen. You've got your roadie chatter. You've got your people doing the lights and all that. And you pick up
1934. approaching. Standby 193.4 approaching. Vector.
And then it sidebars out.
Like during the show?
Yeah. It sounds like some kind of AV or something.
Yeah, absolutely.
Are we being set up again?
Now we're just on a
Probably.
huge stage for them to shoot us on.
Is the idea that we have like a 3-show arc and then they kill us so they have the ultimate?
Yeah, and they're recording this whole thing.
I tell
Right.
you what they're trying to do is that they want to build us up, make us super famous, and then they get to like own the rights
On
to our
the rights
catalog
To our catalog.
and off
And your
us.
corpses and
You know,
everything.
that's why I didn't sign ahead of the show.
I'm like, do you know how I have those like little, what is it called? Like a shard slot?
Oh yeah,
I want one that's like specifically like to create like a thing that'll send out like like those YouTube conspiracy videos everywhere should anything
pump them.
happen to us.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, there'll be 20
So you're
different
setting up
videos.
for that, and you guys are up on stage. You're planning your conspiracy video, and about that time, you guys who are off on the side of things, Max shows up and he says, "We're going to have an interesting problem."
I say, Matt, you worry.
And
Max, you
Leia.
worry too much.
No, I figured out
I
how
think
they're
you
going
don't
to do
worry
their
enough.
test anyway, and you guys are set up for it.
Oh, are they going to run it through our?
Is it going
They're-
to be through our speakers?
They're vectoring in some kind of dirigible or something. I picked
control
up the
the signals.
numbers through your tech, and the two of us have been trying to plot it. We don't know what direction it's coming from, but it's set up to trigger that thing that they used the other night.
So this is
But
actually
they,
like Medium Magica is still. They're
Medium
going to hijack
Magica
our signal,
Is
basically.
But-
hijacking your signal.
Yeah.
We have a murder bus that has like 18 million weapons on it. What would happen if this dirigible mysteriously went down in the Badlands before it reached our 2,000 plus person audience? Just a thought.
You want to go handle that?
I think I would need your help,
Wait,
but yes, I think
okay,
we should go handle that.
Did the van, the big van,
Yeah.
didn't it have the thing where like it would come to you at like a command?
No.
No.
That's the one thing it doesn't have. But oh, you guys got this, right? Like, look at this huge empty stage, and it's like, you guys got this, right? Like, you don't need us. Erwin's here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna
Rock
we're gonna
this
rock the house.
stage.
Okay.
We're gonna. Silk and I are gonna handle some tech. Here in the background, we got some pyrotechnics that we're looking to
Nice.
investigate.
Okay, good.
We're gonna try to take the show up a notch this time.
Okay.
Before we head out though, so these are shipping containers that were probably moved
Yeah.
by Nomads, right?
Yeah.
Oh, almost certainly.
Can I talk to a couple of them and be like, hey,
Oh yeah, they're nomads there.
can
yeah.
you keep an eye out for my buds here? I have to back out. Can you just? We've had some issues with people getting
You have a small sister. We got your back.
backstage. Thanks, homie. I dap him up and I go on the bus.
And I stay a respectful
Actual
distance
distance
away
away.
from this conversation.
Okay.
That's I could try it.
So
These are truck drivers.
who
That's what
is
I mean.
driving? Who is driving the death van out?
I think
Death van
me.
from Cuba.
Absolutely. And then I
Okay.
think that I'm gonna be there with
Piloting
you.
the system so that I don't have to concentrate between driving and making these
Yeah.
guns go brr.
Yeah.
Let's go, Bert.
I'm gonna try to use the systems directly as well.
Well, you are
My hands are on the
able to
wheel.
jack in
Yeah.
when she tells you where. So
Yeah.
what you discover, there's a jack-in console in the co-pilot seat.
Dude, that's gonna be so weird.
So you're
You guys
basically
launch. I should remind you. Besides the guns that went off, you had missiles.
drones and missiles. So there's an actual technical term for this because I have a lot of friends in the army, and the person that helps you when you're driving the tank is called the TC, the tank commander, and they make sure you don't hit things you're not supposed to hit.
Yeah.
You're my TC.
Exactly.
I have to drive this thing. You're my tank
But
commander.
it's gonna be so wild because you and I are gonna get in there and it's gonna be like, all right, we ready?
Yeah.
And it's like, hit it. And then chip in. Like this van is driven by two sleeping corpses.
Yeah. Okay. And as we're getting
Get the show
into
underway.
it, time
And
to
then we'll
get
end
the
it.
show.
It's already fucking happened. It's gone insane.
Carnifex wreck.
Yeah.
Wow. My hair is like kind of like changing. You know like with those like the lights when they do that thing where like the rainbow changes in and out, and like that's what it's doing, like to the beat.
Dude, you should go on stage on Brutus.
Yeah, I ride out. Guitar playing, fire coming out of the guitar.
It's pretty.
It is.
Looks like a Frank.
And you're on.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Audience goes wild.
Ah!
Yeah, people pumping fists. They're banging against chips. They're really enjoying it. You guys roar out towards. You guys roll out towards the north in the Hotel on Wheels. And in the distance, yes, you see. You remember the big slab-sided advertising blimps in 2077?
Oh, of course.
Those are rich. And one of them is coming along. It's throwing beams of light down. It's doing some, advertising about, your set, come to the show and a whole bit like that. And it has no fucking business being there.
No. It's not cleared for this.
Yeah.
Just takes the shit out.
No, it's got to go.
It's headed to the show.
This dirigible got to go.
Yeah.
Okay. So meanwhile,
Reflecting light everywhere.
okay.
It's a fever dream every time we cut back.
Yeah, and so you're
just cuts
just
back.
hanging it, and at that point you once again hear a communication, but this time the communication is signaling to someone on the ground.
I start looking around. For
Okay,
like that
so
person.
you're like on one side tracking the music, but you guys haven't. He's doing most of the singing right now, and you realize there's somebody out there on stage who's going to set up this thing, and you've got a line on this.
Yeah.
Can I spot where? Like, do I know who this person is? Do I hone in on who this is?
You figure that it's going to have to be somebody over by the soundboard, which is in the left-hand side stage. And you see, it's not a guy showing a black outfit, going, "Blah, ha, ha." You see one guy kind of lounging over there, and he pulls out what looks like an old-fashioned cell phone, and he's looking at something, and then he looks over at the light system, and looks over at the sound system, and he takes out that old-fashioned cell phone and looks around surreptitiously, and you're looking across while you're playing,
Yeah.
and you see him jack it into
Manual.
the sound system. And you hear
Roger, 5 side. We're good. 515.
Okay.
For real though.
All right.
Into our board,
I've
Yep.
gotta hack this thing.
bro.
You can hack him, you can hack it. What are you hacking?
Yeah. How do you want to handle it?
Yeah, talk to me.
Talk to me, Goose.
I'm going to.
I get to
Let's
figure out
see.
how you do this hack and whether it kills you or not.
I could puppet the guy.
You could have him pull it out. Just get him out of here.
Yeah. I could have him, pull it out and just run for it. I think that like a quick hack to do that would be easier than having to go into that system,
Okay.
because that would take.
Do you want to?
You'd have to actually go run whatever architecture they had.
Yeah, exactly.
But I'm thinking about something simpler and more dramatically appropriate.
All right, talk to me.
What do you think about a situation where you route this signal he's trying to put through here just directly back to him? It's like a crowd of one person exposed to the full force
It hasn't stopped
of this weapon.
So
Right.
It hasn't stopped it from going off. They put that weapon in, so you basically have a timer on it, and probably by the time the Zep gets over here,
Yeah, I just. Oh, so the signal. He's just getting it ready for the
Yeah,
Zeppelin
he's
to project.
getting it
Okay,
ready.
I was like,
Max says,
would love
I
that.
think I've got this worked out. You said there was a Zeppelin?
mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, that's the concert Zep that flies over and records everything. So they've got somebody on board who's going to record it when all this shit hits the fan. And you're going to be left
it's
holding
commercial.
the bag.
It's the worst commercial of all
You
time.
guys just gotta blow it up.
yeah,
Yeah, you just got fuck him.
gotta blow up the Zeppelin.
Well, we're gonna
Well,
blow
you
up
blow
the
up the
Zeppelin,
Zeppelin.
sure.
Zeppelin.
But what's the local what's the backup plan here locally? on the
Backup
stage?
plan right now is some guy just jacked something the size of a cell phone into your soundboard.
Okay.
He's standing there right now, sort of making sure nobody unjacks.
I mean, is there a tech nearby? Is he by
Yeah,
the soundboard?
Irwin
Yeah.
should get on the. Irwin should get on that handle.
Erwin should get on
have
the
Erwin
thing.
handle it because
Yes.
he's got.
Wait, is he in the pyrotechnic zone? What if you set it off and he got caught on fire or some shit?
That would be an incredible.
Standing over one of the explosive pyrotechnics.
Erwin
He
goes,
doesn't know where they are on
Know
the
where to
stage.
stand.
He doesn't know.
I mean,
Erwin-
it was you
Erwin
or
said
Jerry.
that I can slide my box in
on the
there.
on the
Oh,
thing.
was it?
Yeah, it was
marked?
marked. I specifically
Well,
asked.
remember,
because-
you could, it's marked, you could try to hack on him,
Yeah.
but you have to decide what you wanted to do in a quick hack. You could hopefully spend some time telling Irvin, go do something, you know, and then you
He can
have a
handle it,
relay. You could have them shoot down the Zep, although the dirigible is basically there, you figured out, to record the chaos of what's about to happen.
Okay, so
And
the
you
local part of
guys
this
will
is
be
important.
stuck with it. They're basically
Yeah.
doing a flip
Yeah.
on, Magica's doing a flip on New Lords.
Right.
Okay.
So,
Can I do
you got a
multiple
ban.
things? Like, can
Our
I-
ban didn't get
can I-
there. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Can I do multiple things? Like, can I let everybody know
You can tell people things
What?
Send him that text.
in one
Yeah.
sentence. Tell them basically because you're concentrating, unless you're not going to concentrate on trying to quick hack the guy.
Yeah, I mean, if you let the tech handle this, it's probably not a terrible idea. We can see if it works.
It's going to have to happen, and
Fast.
it will take time.
Yeah.
I think having Erwin handle the tech part is going to be the best, our safest bet.
Because he's hyper specialized in a way that we aren't, right?
Exactly. But everybody needs to be on board and in sync with
No,
this thing that's happening.
you let us handle this. We're already in the drift.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is Pacific Rim.
Because here's the thing. I know that essentially what we're taking out is just their video coverage. But if we take out the whole reason that they're recording this, they're probably not going to push the go button on the gas right away,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
Like it
Maybe.
might buy us some time.
Yeah, for sure.
Thought.
It couldn't hurt.
Yeah,
It's still going to fuck with their plan if they
Yeah.
can't record the chaos that ensues.
right. But the key issue is the local ability to use this
Yeah.
psycho weapon
Yeah.
at this show.
But-
And unfortunately, we're not there.
No.
Do we put our faith in Erwin, or do I try to quick hack this guy?
He will be faster than quick hack. Irwin is not over there. He's going to have
Yeah,
to go around
You might,
behind the
faster.
stage.
you might have to act fast. You
Yeah,
might have to
okay.
act fast.
Then I think I'm going to try and. But if I'm luring, he already put the thing in there. Like, if he's just gonna come to me.
Well, yeah, but you know where to unplug it. I mean,
What
lure
part?
him to the pyrotechnics.
You're on this pyrotechnic.
Well,
After my door.
But the thing is already in our sound system.
True. It must.
So if he walks towards us, it's still there.
It has
and
to.
firing off.
It has to be dealt
Get
with.
it melted.
Yeah. So
no, I'm not going to give you any clues. There's a couple things you
Yeah.
can do there.
I can puppet him to eject it.
That would be really funny.
That'll be good.
But puppet's like super difficult to pull off.
It's
right?
hard, but I got
It's
8 points of
DV12,
luck.
but you can do that.
I
Yeah.
got 8 points of luck.
Oh.
Yeah,
And
you can just go
I'm gonna
nuts.
burn all of it. to
Okay,
puppet this
so
guy.
you are going to hope you never roll a 1 in this moment,
Okay.
and you are going to puppet him. You have a DV of 12, which is not bad.
Okay.
But remember, you don't get to add anything. It's just your interface,
Right, but
And
I
the
do
die
get to
roll.
add my luck.
and you get to add your
8
luck.
points of luck.
Uh-huh.
So you want to win.
I want to win.
Yeah.
You're
Okay.
fine.
All right. So 10. Math is so hard when it's like stakes are high.
You put 18.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
You put
got
8 points of
18?
luck. It's
Yeah,
18.
18.
Okay, you burn all your luck, but on the other hand, he reaches over, and what exactly do you tell him to do?
You motherfucker better reach back in and take that shard out right the fuck now.
But you can
Okay.
directly control him.
I
Yeah,
directly
yes.
puppet him.
Okay, he stops, kind of looks a little blurred for a moment, and then he pulls it out and stands there waiting for the next instruction.
Swallow it.
It's the size of a cell phone.
Fuck. Eat it.
That's your problem.
Yeah.
Okay, he
Tell it
picks
to your
it up,
mom.
starts trying to like cram it into his mouth, and about that point, over on the other side of the stage,
What?
let's see, you are with Max, if I remember right. You and Max are, Max and you and him are basically gonna nuke the Zep, right?
I don't know who Max is with.
No, I mean, you and I are the only people that I know.
Oh, Max has to be with you guys
Yeah.
because he gave you the information.
Yeah.
Max looks over and says, connection. And he says, no, let's keep it because that's the proof.
So I tell him, throw it to me.
Okay.
There we go. That's fine too. Just give it to me.
So it's
if he tries to
building
get
up.
out here,
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're activated by it. Basically, here it comes.
Okay, make a roll. Athletics. Let's see how you do.
here and put a lot of luck into it.
No, you don't.
Okay. It falls down in front of you. So you don't
But it's
catch
on
it,
the stage.
But it's on the stage right in front of you. And it looks like, fans are throwing all kinds of
Yeah.
smash bottles.
It doesn't look too crazy.
Yeah.
Cocaine.
Right. And he's not standing there.
Cocaine doesn't really get all the way there, but they give it a good try.
Okay. And meanwhile, you guys have a dirigible about 3 miles out.
Temporarily.
Do you want to shoot the AdZep down?
We wake up every weapon on this beast. We unfold it.
This is the
Okay.
type of chaos I crave.
No, exactly.
That's what I do.
Like we are on our
Blowing
way
up
out.
An advertising dirigible. Oh, this is
Hell
like
yeah.
bucket list shit.
But like out on
It's
this
so
like back
punk, it's so
desert
cyberpunk.
road.
Yeah.
No,
And the
it's
great
gonna get
part
wrecked.
is that they're automated, so you don't have to worry about bodies falling down.
No. So we basically activate all of it. The chain guns, the drone
Everybody
swarm,
everybody make one big ass roll. Okay. It is going to be, I think, the best one for that. Well, not everybody
This is
because
fun.
you got there.
Not you. Yeah.
This is
You
going
start.
to basically be concentration. You guys are all focusing on your individual weapons.
Yeah.
Now,
to-
since I've gotten, I've healed, my
Yeah,
concentration goes back to normal.
It does
Or did I
now, but
lose?
you're not going to be able to join in this party.
It's just
okay.
me and Buck.
You,
Cool,
you
you
did
don't-
your part.
Okay. You don't want me to be any part of this role.
Yeah.
No. Right now, Bronze, you ready? Mm-hmm. Right now. I'm going to throw in my 5 points of luck.
Okay.
Oh, big spender.
Spend a little time with you. So, and then I'm going to roll this dice, and I'm going to add my concentration, which is 10. I love the feeling.
Okay.
You ready to start?
Yeah, let's go.
I'm glad I did. So now it's 17.
Okay. What do you got?
11.
Okay. The missiles go out. The machine guns do not hit too far out. But the missiles arc. You see that perfect. They go up and then they
It level out.
they level out.
Right.
And in the distance, you guys see a flash, and people go, "All right!" And they think it's part of the show.
It's like at first we're like, oh man, we're gonna need to pull around. We're gonna need to take another go. Nope, no, it just
It goes
erupts.
up.
Yeah.
And
All those flammable gases.
they go up in a pyre, and the audience goes crazy.
Oh, it's gotta be insane.
because they think it's part of the pyrotechnic.
Why wouldn't
Yeah.
We just let them believe that. I
Yeah.
light off a couple with the guitar.
And
concert.
meanwhile,
they? Yeah, like you're shooting at it from the stage.
meanwhile, flamethrowers and everything.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the guy that you were puppeting, he snaps out of it. He reaches over, and then he realizes he doesn't have it anymore. He's like looking
Well, he's
desperately,
goofed, right?
And then he looks over, and it's at your feet. And he turns, and he runs.
Yeah, he doesn't want to toward it.
No,
Or away.
away. He's
Yeah.
getting off that
Okay.
stage.
Yeah.
as
Fair
fast as
enough.
possible.
Good
Yeah.
call.
Yeah, smart.
Okay. And you see him, he breaks across the stage, basically out the wings, and is headed down the stairs. And Mr. Black is standing there. And he says, and meanwhile, stepping down from the
No.
other side, Mr. Gray
Yeah.
steps
Adam.
down. Adam steps down.
Yeah, he's done for.
And
Yeah.
they both close in. And we're going to end it right there.
Fade to black.
Fade to
Love it.
black.
Exquisite.
Work?
Exquisite.
Thank you. Thank you
Thank you.
guys.
Thank you.
It was great. You guys are great.